it's just like duh. It's like a very demanding.
Because
game.
the thing is, they said the
it's
game
gonna run like shit on the Xbox.
They said
One.
the game is playable. They said the game's been done. So why are you delaying? Like, what are you doing? Oh, it's got to be something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really buying that it can't run on the fucking Xbox or some shit like that. That's why it's being delayed.
I am. I'm buying that shit. You be watching these Digital Foundry videos with the Xbox One?
I mean, let's be honest.
How games be running on that shit?
Does anything run well on the Xbox One S?
No.
I mean, everything runs like trash on it. So,
well, not just that, but I mean, look at it. All they had to do was not focus on Kinect, and they would have had a much better system, I think. Mm-hmm. I think that would have really changed the entire landscape of what Microsoft was doing. Their focus on Kinect was
Don Matthew said we have a platform for those who can't establish internet.
You're right.
Yeah, he said that's an Xbox 360. But the dude who said hashtag deal with it was Adam Orth.
Was that on Twitter? Was that the guy that
was building with Adam Orth? And I texted him and I was like, go to his fucking desk, rip out his goddamn Ethernet cord, and be like, do your work now.
Jesus. God damn.
Do your work now.
Let me turn that down a little bit.
Kofi, you were totally high today. Right, Kofi, you really are high today. I can tell.
Oh wait, he left the company after those tweets?
Yeah, he was gone. He was gone. He didn't last a month after that comment. He didn't last a month. He was gone.
That's funny as hell. Oh shit.
He made a video game, I think, afterwards.
Did he really?
Right, we're already late, so let's go ahead and get started. We are actually live right now on Press Start Podcast. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Hope everybody's having a great night. Sorry we late because of Jack. How you enjoying Madden, Jack?
Stream move, Johnny?
Man, look, man. I just played some of the worst gameplay of Madden you can see in your fucking life, dog. I've been raging.
What?
I told the motherfucker before I came here I was gonna get him herpes this week. I don't know what the fuck going on, okay? I am in shambles and my life is ruined, okay?
That's the type of time you on this week?
Absolutely.
I seen you playing Hard 8 yesterday. That shit was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was some good matches, man. It's like since then, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. Today has not been my day on that motherfucker.
I want to know, Jack, why are you even playing Madden?
It's 2020, dog. That's the only thing that didn't get delayed. You know what I mean? Listen, the picture of the podcast is Godfall. We listen. We already know what the fuck.
Respect that next generation exclusive,
All right.
Yeah, so we here, Press Start Podcast, episode 136. Today's title is What If It Wasn't an Exclusive? And I just want to have a conversation today about exclusives in general, and I'll dive into that a little bit later. But first, I want to introduce our two guests that we have on Press Start Podcast. I believe it's their first time, for Slow-Mo, right? It's your first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so welcome. First of all, hope you guys enjoy yourselves. We're happy that you guys are here. I want to start off with Slow-Mo Backslap. Say what's up.
Yo, what's up,
guys? Where you got that name from, by the way?
Oh, yo, look, seriously, I hate having numbers in like my names online, and I just kept making up random stuff on Xbox Live until I finally came up with one that actually let me get a name without any numbers. And I was just Slow-Mo Backslap, let's do it. And I mean, it kind of caught on because every time I would play against people would be like,
"That's a fire name."
What is that?
That's a fire name. Though. It is.
Now that name remind me of when me and my homies was on Call of Duty and we all had like special names, but they kind of matched. And I was like Chief Slamaho or Chief Slapaho. So we would pull up in the lobbies and everybody would be like Chief Slamaho, Chief Slapaho. They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
So Oh No, It's Alex wasn't my first online name on Xbox. My first online name was Bukkake Party.
Of course it was.
Why am I not surprised though?
Anything else?
And then I got reported.
We gotta change your name to Pretty Mouth from here on out, man.
Pretty Mouth.
Yeah, Pretty Mouth. Nah, that's what we call him.
We gotta change OBJ's name to Hooked on Phonics. That's okay.
You were Pretty Mouth on Corn Down.
Pretty Mouth ass liquor. That's your new name.
Oh man.
Welcome, Slow Mo.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. I'm glad to be here. Going to have some have a good time with these topics. You know how it is.
And BitCloud, say what's up, man. Thanks for pulling through.
Oh, definitely appreciate the invite. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's have a good show.
All right, and if it's your first time watching, Press Start Podcast, we're gonna go ahead and introduce the main cast. We're gonna start off with Alex. Say what's up, Alex.
What's up, everybody? Just a heads up. I recently celebrated my birthday this week.
Happy birthday, dog. Hold up, get some applause.
So 37, old as fuck.
Happy birthday, fam.
And I know some of you guys watch my streams and you guys like the chair Sama. So we are retiring the chair, the cat chair. And we got ourselves a brand new.
Oh,
Okay,
look at
much
you.
better, man.
Huh?
Much better,
And they can't
dog.
go fuck that chair up too, though. You know that.
That's what I told him.
That's dope.
So we've gotten to the point where I have to actually lock the door as I leave for work.
So the cat don't go in?
So the cat can't go in.
Oh yeah. See, now
so
you're
this-
getting on my level.
Yeah, so this weekend we're going to do a birthday Doom stream. And that'll be fun. So we'll do that. So thanks everybody for coming out and showing up.
Jack, say what's up to the people, man.
Hey man, listen, I'm going through it, dog. You know what else I tried to do? I tried to call EA customer service. I'm glad they ain't answer. I was gonna cuss them the fuck out, okay? And so I've been going through it, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good week. Well,
Are you feeling better, dog? You look better. You look better, Jack.
I don't feel better. You don't feel better? It's been a tumultuous week, okay? The shit been going left since goddamn last Sunday, okay? I don't know how I'm feeling, okay?
All right, man.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
And my man J Main, say what's up, J Main.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Back checking in with the podcast. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Gaming is in a weird state right now, and
Jesus Christ, tell me about
like I literally like I'm gonna get the Kingdom Hearts DLC, but that's like really the only thing I'm looking forward to until like February. But even that DLC, it's like it's such a stupid DLC.
I heard
when
some
you, like,
spooky
break
shit
that
about
shit.
it, though.
It's so stupid. And then they announced a new game. I'm really done with that game though. So it's whatever though. Let's just get to the topics, man.
But what, I know Jack's playing Madden. J Main, so what are you currently on right now?
I went back to Persona 5. I went back to
Okay.
Persona 5. I was playing that thing over the weekend. That shit is still fun. Like I'm at like 100 something hours. I'm at the end. Like I'm really close to the end. I
Yeah,
probably
you're
had that
close,
beat
you're close.
by the weekend.
Okay.
And damn, what else was I playing? Shit, I was playing something else. I beat Modern Warfare, and then I think I said this last week, but I did go back and I started playing GTA on PC. So I never played GTA 5 on PC, so I was playing that a little bit.
Okay. Alex, what you been playing?
I've been playing Blasphemous, which is really good. It's Castlevania, Metroid, and a lot of fucked up religious shit, which I'm kind of into. I'm also playing Fire Emblem Three Houses,
That's what I like to hear. All right.
and it's not a good looking game, but I already want to fuck like 3 people in that game, so I'm kind of down for it.
How many are female?
Two are female.
Wait,
You
you
know
you
you
have
got-
relationships in that game?
Is it kind of gay
Yeah.
that I want to fuck the golden deer kid?
Hey,
Oh my
listen, that's
God.
that's
That's a
what
good
you
looking
got.
Claude?
That's like
You mean Claude?
bestiality or something like that.
That's
He's a
all
good
you
looking
play,
dude.
boy.
You talking about Claude, right?
I think it's Claude.
Yeah,
He's the one
Claude.
with the tan skin, like the pretty curly hair.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy, dude. Yeah.
He's a good looking guy. I was like, damn, that's a good looking guy.
All right.
Why'd you get mad about that, J Main? Are you
No,
homophobic?
I'm watching the game.
Hey, bro, I hate the Nets
I'm
court,
watching the
yo.
game. That shit is ass, right?
It's mad distracting. Like it
It's
looks like they're not
fucking
even standing
stupid.
on.
Wait
the
a minute,
ground.
wait a minute. They're underage.
What you?
Exposed! Oh my god!
Hey, listen.
We're going back check
Wrong
on that.
man. So if they say
FBI, man. FB. Can we get some
Hey,
FBI's in the chat?
Listen, I didn't know.
I just took it
There's
when
a
he said
time
it, yo.
skip. So Alex, this might be an out for you. There's a time skip, and they become young adults at some point. So
I'm just gonna say, he's gonna pull a lot of tail when he gets older.
Can we get some FBI's in the chat?
Oh man, that's gonna get clipped out of context.
Hey man, he wasn't aware, dog.
We got him. Hashtag we
Police
got
open
him.
up, knock knock.
Go ahead, the damn police on your stream.
I'm telling you. But people in the chat tell me I'm not lying. See, he's a good looking guy.
No, they say FBI in the chat. They want you arrested.
Oh man, I'm done.
Handcuff
Bye,
this
Tito.
man,
I was
please.
about to get swatted. You need to chill.
No, but who's is it Manuela? Yeah, Manuela. Let's talk about Manuela for a minute.
Oh God.
That woman.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is fire, dog.
That woman, listen,
I
let
love
me
that
tell you
game.
something. That woman, I walked into her room and she said, I like a man who knows what he wants. Turn around and lock the door. And I said, oh, what are you
I
doing?
think I remember that too.
Oh
Listen.
no, it's Joe Biden. That's
Oh,
funny.
no, dude. Oh, no.
Hey yo,
listen.
wow.
If you want to start, oh, no, you guys hear what happened into Onision? You know who that is?
Nah.
talking about off YouTube?
Oh, yeah, the Onion Boy kid. You heard about this kid?
No, what happened? Give us a quick rundown. Quick rundown.
Okay, quick rundown. So he's a YouTuber, right? He's been around for a while. Apparently, Chris Hansen is like caught wind of this.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
Onision dude has been like grooming girls that are underage, like to live in his house with him,
Get the fuck out of here.
and his trans wife. So like they're like grooming kids to like be with them sexually and shit. And then Chris Hansen showed up at his fucking door, and he called the cops on Chris. First of all, Chris Hansen showing up. Oh, you fuck boy. So Chris Hansen showed up, and he calls the cops on Chris Hansen, and the cops go like, "What the fuck you doing? It's Chris Hansen. Get the fuck out!" Like, whatever. But this guy's going to fucking jail. He's going to fucking jail, dude. Like, this guy's fucked. So
See it.
no,
man.
love to see it.
No, you love
Put
it.
them pedos away, boy.
Sheesh.
You hear that, Black Bond? You can't wild out like that, man. You gotta fall back.
Yo!
Oh, snap.
Hey, I don't condone it, man.
Kofi Pod now.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Relax.
All right, man. I don't
Hey,
condone
Bob,
it.
let's hear from our guest.
I want to state for the record that one. Oh
Mama
shit!
turn red. I'm done.
Let's hear from our guest. What y'all been playing this week? What y'all been on?
Man, I've been playing Frostpunk on PC.
Hey, there you go.
Loving that. It's really addictive. I really love that city building part, but it's like the survival aspect of it. It's just, man, it's like it gets really, really tense when you're like, you don't have all the resources you need, and then your people about to revolt against you. It keeps getting colder. It's awesome. Been playing that. Been playing Destiny 2 a lot. Just a lot of Crucible fighting people and shit. And I played some Control today. So I started it on Xbox, but then got sidetracked with other stuff that came out since I got it on PC. On my new PC, well, not my new PC. I had it for a little while, but but I've been playing Control. I'm probably right after the part you get the telekinesis.
Okay.
Yeah, so I should have it. I should have that beat before like next week or something. But yeah.
No, you've got more to go.
Oh no, I'm gonna dig in. Like I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna put in a lot of hours. Probably especially this weekend. So I think I could probably knock it out before the week is up. But I mean, we'll see.
How about you, Bit?
I've been playing Golf with Friends on the PC with the crew. Also Death Stranding on PS4, and a little bit of Tekken 7 when I get a chance.
I've been I actually had the flu, man. I had the flu. I was MIA since Friday, but I've been,
You had the flu, you said?
Yeah, I got the flu. I didn't really tell
shit.
anybody I was or anything like that. I was in bed, sick as hell. Like the funny thing is, like I just recovered from a cold not too long ago too. So it's crazy how I got sick back to back. But I was pretty much diving into Dragon Ball Kakarot, and the game that everyone loves making fun of. But I'm actually having a blast with that game, and I think we have a Patreon question about that later, so we'll talk about that. But first, let's get into some topics. That's been happening. It's been a pretty quiet week, I will say. You know, it's a whole lot of the same things going on social media, rumors and speculations. Now today, people are fighting about SSDs. Who got the better SSD? So like, it's literally.
Are you serious?
There's
You can't
literally
make
nothing.
I'm about to
talk
choke
about.
somebody.
The PlayStation fans, you guys are moving kind of crazy lately. I can't even lie. Y'all moving kind of crazy lately, and y'all need to relax a little bit. I know we haven't got any news. We're all waiting for Sony to hurry up and at least announce the date of this PlayStation meeting, so we can finally get something to really talk about. But you know, on Twitter, on social media, just a whole bunch of just foolish jokes and meaningless conversations and stuff like that going on, and we gotta fight through. But besides that, we've been getting a whole bunch of delays.
Delays.
Got a lot of tech experts out in full effect too.
Yo, dude. Okay, the tech experts who don't play on PC.
Yeah, talking about performance on limited consoles. Don't own no PCs.
Yeah, so we got.
They also didn't build their PCs either. But let me not.
But
some work at Best Buy because they work in tech support. Industry insiders.
Yeah, it's really getting annoying at this point. But let's speak on these delays real quick. We got a few more delays. Dying Light 2 has been delayed.
Oh
man, that one hurt a little bit. It was supposed to release in spring 2020. I think it got delayed. And it didn't even get a new window at all.
Jack, stop fucking laughing, dog. That shit not funny, man.
Like, hey, friend, we're gonna be real with y'all. This thing coming out. We don't even know when it's coming.
That's crazy. That they delayed the game.
That they were bought by Microsoft. Some people were saying,
What?
Oh, here
Techland?
Yeah, somebody was saying something.
Because it's a rumor that Microsoft's people was in Poland, and initially it was all like they're buying CD Projekt Red, which is ridiculous.
Exactly.
But then it's probably going to be more like People Can Fly, that like smaller dev studio. Like Poland apparently got a whole bunch of development studios out there, but I don't think it's Techland either. But we'll see, man.
Just like that whole rumor that Sony was buying Bethesda or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Nah.
It's like, dog, I need to chill. Or actually, my personal favorite, because it's from the tech experts. Sony's buying Rockstar. I'm like, let me just get off the internet.
Yeah. But that's crazy that we didn't even get a window, huh, Jay? Man, they just delayed that shit.
They're trying to avoid the next gen or the current gen systems. That's what it is.
Inevitably it's going to have to come out, but like, you thinking they're trying to get as close as possible to the next gen system?
Absolutely, because think about why would you want to do it?
Because I could understand developers actually, delaying games closer to that, because you guys already know when a new system launch, usually those launch games and games surrounding those times usually perform extremely well, even though they're trash. Because there's not people are hungry. Yeah, people are hungry to play games at that period of time. So I could see.
Shit, I think Knack got a sequel solely based on that theory right there.
I think did Knack end up selling like 2 million copies or something like that? Like that's the system architect. If Knack came out like later on, like that game wouldn't have sold no 2 million copies just because it was a launch title, and even I bought Knack. Like there's not much to play, so people are willing to check out certain games. Another game that got delayed that I personally don't care too much about, Iron Man VR, got delayed to May.
Yeah,
Jamie,
that's not too bad.
That.
Yeah, that's a couple month delay. Not too bad. It's a lot of things. I think the original release date was in March, right? Or was it February? It was February.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's not too bad. I was looking forward to playing it. Not anything that was like on my top most anticipated games list or anything like that, but definitely something I wanted to check out. So that delay don't really hurt too bad, but it does come out the same month as Last of Us now. But without Last of Us not having multiplayer, it's not going to matter because Last of Us is now a one and done game. So we just gonna.
It's a one and done.
They was supposed to come out at the same time originally, though. If you think about it.
I mean, I wouldn't have to.
Right.
It's
we were literally a month
PC,
away from Last of Us.
I mean, Last of Us is gonna come out on PC too, so you don't have to worry about that.
Man.
This man trying to send people hard.
I guess we could talk about that rumor in a little bit, but. Yo, what's this now? How many games has been delayed now? Does that make 7? Does that make 7
more?
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what's crazy?
Final Fantasy Avengers, Cyberpunk, Iron Man VR,
Iron Man, Dying Light 2,
Dying Light 2. That's all I got for now.
Did you say Cyberpunk?
Ori was delayed like 3
Ori
weeks.
got delayed. It did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, during the Game Awards. Right?
Game Awards. Yeah, I was just about to say that too. Like pretty much the ending of 2019, a few games got delayed at that time too, right? Didn't The Last of Us get delayed at that time? All right. Like,
Yeah.
Last of Us got delayed like a week after the release.
No, a week after the fucking release date.
Yeah.
I woke up, man. I thought I was on punked.
Yeah. Yeah, bless.
Okay,
I see you in the chat. All of Ubisoft's games did get delayed. I remember like Watch Dogs, Legions, or whatever it's
Watch
called.
Dogs,
Yeah, they say
Final
everything.
Fantasy
Yeah.
VII,
Everything.
Skull and Bones,
The Rainbow,
Yeah.
the new Rainbow Six, Quarantine.
Gods and
Cyberpunk, Iron Man,
Monsters.
Dying Light. Yeah, 6 games.
I'm telling you, they're pushing it for the next gen. I'm telling you, it has to.
Yeah,
be.
but then they're gonna
Those
do like some
4K
really
upgrades.
weird cross-release that doesn't.
It has to
It
be
isn't-
because
doesn't
think
look
about
good.
it. They don't have I don't think all of them gonna have like no crazy first party bangers out the gate. Like remember, these first party studios gotta take time for the releases, so there's gonna be pretty sparse, and they don't want that sparse lineup that they did with PS4 and Xbox One. So they're gonna need as many cross-gen titles as possible to keep that system going until the bangers start dropping for each particular studio. And we just now saw that Microsoft released a trailer, right? Or Ninja Theory released a trailer for what's it called, Project Mara. So again, they got some stuff coming, but this stuff is far from out. Because remember, there's no release date for Project Mara. Just like there's no release date for Hellblade 2. And Godfall, we know more than likely is going to be a launch title for PS5, but again, there was no actual release date. So
Yeah, but I
again,
wouldn't even think. I don't know. Godfall. Like, I think what's going to happen is what happened the last gen, where we're just going to have a lot of games like doing that intermittent in between sort of a thing, where you're going to see games being launched for both the current consoles and the new ones too. Jack, are you sleeping?
it's possible, yeah.
Hey man, listen, yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. Is Godfall a topic this week? Because I do got something to say about that game.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
gonna talk about it. Godfall.
Jack was literally sleeping on the podcast, yo.
No, man, because like, come on, man.
I mean, you know, it's not from the first part. Let's be real. I mean, that's all we got so far, right, Jack? That's all we got so far. We know we got a lot to look forward to in this first party. That's all we got so far.
I just seen a lot of capping for that game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, a lot.
God damn, man.
You seen the gameplay? Did you see the leak?
I seen a little bit of. Well, we gonna get into it, but yeah.
It looks all right. I'm not really like I wouldn't say that's the fair that's the game to compete with Hellblade, right?
All right, let's
wouldn't do
let's
that.
get
It
into
looks like
Godfall since we're already here. I got a question for y'all, like a serious question. I know based on the leak, we can't obviously judge the final product of the game. We gotta wait. We gotta wait to see it, right? But I got just one simple question for y'all. If this game wasn't a PlayStation 5 title, it didn't have the PlayStation 5 hype around it.
But it's on PC.
Wait, hold on, Alex. And it was just coming to current gen, like maybe the PS4 and PC, maybe Xbox, or some multiplayer. Do you think people would actually be discussing and caring about this game? I'm just it's a serious question.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not. The reason why I don't think so is because, again, when we saw the Hellblade trailer, that was a glimpse, right, of the new possibilities we're going to get with the consoles with Microsoft. When Sony showed Godfall, same thing rose for that. But that was pretty much it. If it didn't have if it didn't have the PS5 behind it, we'll be looking at it like a typical, okay, that's a multiplayer. Don't really care about it. It's going to PC anyway.
But Ryan, technically, can we say Sony showed Godfall? I mean, this is a Gearbox published game.
Exactly.
It's just got Sony marketing. And the only reason we're really talking about this game is because it's the only confirmed PS5 game that we know of at this time, period. There's no other reason. It is for a niche market of people who like looters. I mean, I'm one of those people, but I know not everyone likes to play a looter game. They don't want to put that time investment of grinding out certain loot. I get it. But then, it's not even for a game that's going to hit a wide audience. It's from a studio you never heard of, and published by Gearbox. What other games is Gearbox published? I mean, come on. What if I told you Godfall is literally probably going to be just this generation's Too Human? You guys ever played Too Human?
Yeah. Heard about it
for a bit. I never played it a lot.
Ain't that the one with
on 360?
Silicon Knights made that.
You said it had a lot.
Look at that game and then look at Godfall. And be like, ooh, that's fucking Too Human.
Yeah. Do you think they have some similarities to Destiny with it?
Probably, yeah.
going.
I'd say so.
Like
Yeah,
art
with the whole
direction.
loot and
It
stuff.
they said
looked
for
kinda like
looters,
Destiny.
right?
Yeah, it kind of looked like Destiny at first when I first saw it.
I think the characters have a mix of like Destiny and Warframe by the way they look. But like from the gameplay, it looks like it plays completely different than those games.
Yeah, so that leak that we all saw apparently was an internal gameplay clip that was going around, or trailer that they were I guess it was for the background scenes, I guess maybe investors or whoever, just to take a look at the concept and idea of the game. They said that trailer is like a year old.
Yeah.
I think I heard that this game was actually supposed to come out for current gen, but they just kind of like held back and saving it for next gen.
Yeah,
Right? And you can tell, right?
You can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah. It looks good in some areas, just not really the most polished, right?
I'm not impressed at all, bro. We got games out right now on every play except for Switch. We got games out right now that look way better than the game. Visually, gameplay, like what is the hype about?
I think they're going to
Besides
use that game to showcase the like ray tracing and the lighting effects and all that.
I guess.
The armor and the shining portions and like the puddles.
They did say, I think they did come out and say that Godfall was gonna really use like the triggers, the adaptive and haptic feedback triggers that the PlayStation 5 has. So I think it's gonna be one of those type of launch games that just
tech demos.
Pretty much a glorified tech demo to show off maybe graphics, the new PlayStation 5 controller features and things of such nature.
Like Killzone Shadowfall.
It's gonna be Last of Us 2 is gonna be treated like that more likely. Hence why they said bow and arrow. Because I'm not sure if they're referring to Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't think Horizon 2 would be ready, for the start. So I'm thinking that's more likely for Last of Us 2.
Actually,
you think so? You think they really put like a lot of like rush time on that? Because that's a lot to get.
I don't think it will be rushed though, because it came out 3 years ago and the engine is already solidified. Plus, it was also getting worked on.
Yeah, it got enhanced by
Death Stranding.
Yeah, it got enhanced by Kojima. So it's hard to really say.
It's a stretch, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and said Horizon 2 for the
probably a year after launch. We should think about like a year.
Why would they launch? Because it sold 10+ million.
I'm saying no, but I wouldn't launch. I don't know, man.
What, Horizon with the PS5?
Yeah, I keep that in the tuck, man. Like
I've always thought that Last of Us 2 should launch with PS5. That's just me, though.
Last of Us 2. Well, again, you're going to get that enhanced. That's the thing we're going to get.
No, but like me personally, I think Last of Us 2 should be a full-fledged launch.
Well, they already announced it. Was too late. They already announced it for the PS4.
I know they already
committed to that console.
I know they already announced it and committed it, but me personally, if I was running Sony, I would have been like, what's my biggest IP to launch day and date on this console to people who go fucking crazy? And I would be like, Last of Us 2. That gets made for PS5. Just they like Breath of the Wild was for the Switch. Like you were like, that's the fucking game you're gonna fucking play. That's the one. Like that makes the most sense to me. Like I think it's not a bad idea. I think it would have been better for Sony to position Last of Us 2 as a PS5 launch title from the beginning.
You already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna repackage it. these companies
they are going to.
They're gonna repackage the game. Put the PS5 box art, logo on it. Maybe have some extended content or expansion like the Left Behind stuff or something like that.
Or factions too,
right? or the multiplayer, and they're gonna just put it together and resell it, and people are gonna go out and buy it like crazy anyway. So that's another smart tactic you do. You could sell a lot of copies now,
going around the Horizon,
and you can repackage it.
So this reports going around the Horizon was going to have multiplayer. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
There was about having multiplayer, but also Last of Us 2's multiplayer. We already know is coming later. So again, we don't know if that's going to be like with the standalone game or they're going to sell that off separately. Like if you buy like an Ultimate Edition, you get it later.
Could be a Killzone.
Neil Druckmann gonna hear my wrath if he try to fucking sell me Factions 2 as a standalone.
No, go on, keep the video.
Honestly, I think they're going to.
I swear to God, if you try.
But I do think it's weird
totally
they cut that off and they don't have that day one because it was a staple in the first one. I do believe though that might just they'll probably have like Ultimate Edition where you can buy that.
Because they promised, they confirmed it for Last of Us 2, and then they took it away, and then you're gonna try and charge me for it.
Look, this is what we gonna do.
Got to be out your mind.
Hey man, welcome to Sony, baby.
Let's hear it, Jack.
They're either gonna cut it off, charge you $40 to $60 for a price, or it's gonna be free to play and it's gonna be full with bullshit, or everything I just said is gonna happen. I'm not, man. I hate to sound so negative, bro, but like I I don't understand why people don't see what the fuck. I'm worried about the state of gaming, people. The future of gaming is not looking bright. I'm just telling y'all right now, man. Last was part 2. Don't
Jack,
even.
you know that the attitude's going to change the moment you see those games.
I want to play the Last was part 2. The campaign, I have no worries at all about the campaign. I know I'm gonna love it. This online shit. Come on, bro. It's gonna be free to play bullshit.
Jack, what you gotta do, Jack? Jack, what you gotta do is go on ahead. Go on ahead, Jack. Get yourself a Nintendo Switch. Joy-Con Johnny. You know you want to do it.
I can't, no. I can't.
That's the one.
I can't, no.
All right, so back to this exclusive conversation, because I just wanted to, dive deeper into this discussion. Do you guys feel like, the title exclusive, kind of how am I supposed to, let me put this in proper words. Do you feel like the title exclusive, when a game is only solely coming out to one platform, do you think that it kind of gets people hyped just because it's on one console? Like, if, for example, all of a sudden, if Bloodborne was a multi-plat, do you think it would be as praised as, you know what I mean? Do you think it would be as praised if it was available everywhere? Or
to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
I got first-hand experience
because
this
I
week.
I feel like some games, people amp them up just because they're available.
Oh, because they're on the other side.
Wait,
Yeah, that's true. That has been proven. If you look at the new update Sony's been doing with like they give you your achievements that you did for the year. Jack, what I'm talking about. You get that like year overview. Yeah. A lot of these dudes exposed. I'm not going to say their names, but they exposed the shit out of themselves. They didn't even beat half these exclusives. Like dudes was complaining about Horizon. Jack, know what I'm talking about? Dudes like, Horizon's going to PC. I looked at the trophy. I'm like, dog, you didn't even play the goddamn game. Didn't even beat the story. I'm talking. They got the game installed, Kofi, but the damn
because another example, like there's been games like Recore, Crackdown, and stuff like that, and people, or Xbox fans really loved, are very vocal on how they love these games. They would defend these games to their heart's content, right? Do you believe if those games were multi-plat, they would have that same type of energy defending these games that are available on platforms?
Well, that energy kind of
that's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, their whole argument is now, well, at least somebody gets to play it. So why are you against it?
Let me make sure I got this right. So for you, it's the hype around the game. You're saying that the person hyping it is more hyping it because it's on their box, not because it's a good game.
Yeah. So on the box,
I completely. So okay, I think that answer is twofold. I think the person with mental illness is absolutely doing that. 100%.
I mean,
I think a regular person does not give a fuck.
Facts.
Yeah, of course.
And they just want to play a good game.
Of course.
But I think the people with mental illness who you hear a lot on social media.
Don't do that. We got Jackson on the podcast. Don't do that.
Jack doesn't do that.
We got. Hey man, I'm about to pull up the Jack. I'm about to pull up the Jack.
I get criticized for not doing that.
Jack doesn't do that.
Yo, but Jack, don't lie. When that PlayStation, Jack, when that PlayStation exclusive is on the title, you're willing to try it though.
It has nothing to do with it. Look,
let's keep this in perspective though. Jack might
be some Blue Helmet Gamers.
Wait, no, Jack might do a lot of crazy stuff, but he never threatened to shoot up Sony.
Definitely.
This is what's crazy. I get criticized for not sucking off some of these guys. I don't like Killzone. I think it's trash. It's trash. I don't fuck with Gran Turismo. I don't like MLB The Show. Like, there's a lot of games play. I don't give a fuck.
But Jack, I got a little bit of a theory. If Days Gone was not a PlayStation exclusive, you probably wouldn't have popped it into your console.
I disagree with that.
You disagree? Ooh. You disagree?
Absolutely.
I wish I never popped it into my.
I don't think you. I like that. I don't think Jack pops that game into his console. If
somebody bought me, I was gonna get it, but I was just. No, I disagree with that.
You disagree?
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because and this is what I'll say. If I popped it in and didn't like it, I would have never played it again. I don't play games I don't like. I don't get time for that shit.
This whole console war though has just been weird. It brought out the weird people, a lot of fucking just dudes who don't play games. It's sad.
I had somebody in my comment section when the MLB the show trailer came out, and I made the joke. I was like, "Enjoy this, y'all. This is the last first gameplay reveal as MLB the show being exclusive." And dude in my comment section was like, "Once it's not exclusive, I'm not buying it no more." And I tweeted back, I'm like, damn, the corporate slavery is strong with this tweet. And he was like, no exclusive, no buy. I was like, yeah.
Dog, you want to know the most pathetic thing?
That's so dumb,
people playing consoles and not playing games.
No, here's the thing.
I'll be honest with you, he probably wasn't playing the game before then anyway.
Yeah. The most pathetic thing I ever saw though is when I sent that shit to Alex. You know what I'm talking about, Alex? When dude wrote like a fucking novel on Twitter.
Yes.
Dude wrote an entire novel. It was like 12 pages, like 12 tweets to himself.
So I think Griffin Gaming actually made a video about that, which is really crazy because he's got a pretty big base. So I think he did that too, and I think that was the same person that Cory Barlog kind of like lambasted on Twitter too.
Yeah. Because he was tweeting that and tagging like Sony executives. It was pretty. Yeah, right. It was pretty sad, man.
Or you need to go away. Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to let them destroy 25 years.
I think it's sad when someone is either willing to not play a game or only play a game because it's on a plastic box.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's been strange to me because
it's super strange to me.
I've never been like that. Even when I wasn't on the internet though. That's so crazy. Like I was on the internet making YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like
you was gaming.
I was always interested in, games on other platforms that I didn't have at the moment, and I always tried my best to do everything to, get that console to play that game. Like I've always been like this. I don't until I really came on the internet that I seen that there was like really like factions of like strong people that like will not touch a game if it's on another console, you know what I mean? And
I used to be a corporate slave before I got on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't. But it was because I couldn't afford like to have two consoles. Like I was buying most of my shit myself. So like when I had enough money, I didn't even buy my PS3. So somebody got that for me, but I couldn't afford to get like an Xbox and shit. So I used to always shit on Xbox and shit like that. But I would always low key go to my homie's house and play Halo, and she'd be like, "Yo, this shit is fire!" Like I wish I could play it.
Like I had a GameCube. My buddy had a PS2. My other buddy had an Xbox. We would just go to each other's houses. Exactly. We would never fight about like which console is best. We'd just be like, "Nah, we used to play this fucking shit."
At the lunch table at school.
We used to talk shit. I'm not. We used to talk shit. Like which one was like?
It was on the couch. It was couch arguments. We didn't have the social media aspect involved.
Yeah, we had
those arguments. Then, the couch arguments were like, "Yo, play this game." Like you need to fucking play this, and you're like, "Okay, this is cool," or "No, it's not really not my thing." It's like people are like, "Oh, you fucking hate Sony." Like, no, I don't fucking hate. Like, let's just be clear about this, okay? I don't hate Sony, right? I don't hate Sony games. I personally don't like what Sony games are now. I want them to be what they were in the PS1 and PS2 era, where they took more risk and did things differently and tried new genres and tried things differently instead of trying to give you the same sort of like cinematic style that they have right now. I'm just not a fan of what they're making right now. That doesn't mean I hate them.
You know what?
I'm just not a fan.
You don't like the third person. My counter to that is that I kind of like Sony kind of, taking the forefront in these kind of cinematic storytelling games, because if you eliminate that right now, like who's really making them kind of games though? Like the Uncharted and Last of Us, who's really you know what I mean? Like who's making those kind of games?
Like people could talk about
who's making those kind of games. So that's why I appreciate them that they're making those games.
Agreed. Yeah. They're the only ones doing it, and it's good that they're doing it. But for me, I think that they're overdoing it, and I think they should also expand more on what they have.
Yeah, but they got the gravity rushes in there, and but
true.
Those games are not as successful, but
motherfuckers don't buy those.
Yeah, but they do got other.
But I think that they could really, like, when I saw Horizon Zero Dawn, I was like, okay, now we're doing something like different and out of the scope and kind of weird and kind of funky and not traditional. Like when I played Spider-Man and I beat it, I was like, I hated the final boss battle. I was like, what a waste. It could have been so much.
Yeah, I thought the boss battle was fire.
I thought that was lit. What are you talking about?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Hold on. I have to Jeff there, because when you saw this, when he changed it to the black suit, your whole demeanor changed for the rest.
So that was cool. No. So here's the thing. I'm not talking about. Let's talk about a very specific moment, and I'm talking about not during the fight on top of the tower when you're fighting Doc Ock and you're swinging around. You got to web him up and do that. I'm talking about the moment
When you're on the
after
wall?
that, and you're
You're
on the side of the building.
Yeah,
And so they pan the camera real low, point up, and they make Doc Ock look bigger than what he is.
That
And
shit,
then
that
the
part
whole
looks sick. Yo, that shit looks sick.
it looks sick, but the gameplay of that scene is dodge. Like there's
Alex,
nothing behind.
Hold on, wait.
Let me say something. But Alex, you can't hype that. You can't criticize that and hype Death Stranding's little
You know what I'm finna say. All right.
Wait,
that
which-
fight step.
okay, so
that fight
which
scene
part?
in Death. That fight scene.
That Higgs shit?
You know the Higgs shit, the little boxing match. You were really excited
joint-
about that, but that shit
So
was kind of
here's-
mid. If I'm
so
being
here's the
honest,
hit-
that didn't even feel good.
Hold
That
on,
didn't even feel
hold
good
on,
at
fam.
all.
It kind
I
of
didn't
reminds you of
like-
Metal Gear Solid 4.
hold
You
on.
remember that? The same
There,
thing.
let's be real. I didn't like that part either.
Oh, but at first
Did I
you
just
sounded
break
like it sounded like you liked it.
Now you might not have liked it, but you definitely didn't bring it to our attention.
I didn't like
You
that
about to
part
let that
because
shit slide, dog.
honestly, we
Nah.
haven't even talked about.
No, but he
that
came
game
in the
yet, so
Discord
let's
said
be
that
real.
was like he came in the Discord said that was lit though. He was like, yo, that fight
So
is shit.
what was lit about that part wasn't the fight. What was crazy about that part was the full callback to all the Metal Gears he's done before with
Oh,
that
because
scene.
it reminded you of Metal Gear Solid.
Because
4.
it's not reminding, it is literally a callback to every Metal Gear that he's done for that thing.
Yeah, I did.
That's the cool part about that. Was the fight good? Fucking no. But was the callback good? Absolutely.
Who remembers
There's a big
Raiden
difference
versus
between
Vamp? Metal Gear
I don't
Solid
know.
4.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't mind those little scenes that they put in games for like those sections. I think when it's done right, it's good.
It's impactful.
I like the way Spider-Man did.
I think
the final boss fight, especially that little.
I think it
How you
could've
feel
been
about
like-
the ending of Spider-Man though? Like not with Miles, but the other part with Aunt May.
Yeah, you gonna tell them the whole story?
You gonna spoil the whole game?
I didn't.
with Aunt May dying?
Oh, see, night.
Yeah, what's wrong with y'all, man?
Okay.
That ain't even what happened. Yeah,
Okay, guess what? So like in Death Stranding, Sam is like you're the baby. Like that's you in Death Stranding. Surprise.
I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah,
But,
Death
you know,
Stranding's
whatever.
ending
I mean,
is wild, dog. That
Death
those I don't
Stranding's
know.
ending as well.
It is pretty freaking
I'm
wild.
not
We need to have a conversation about Death Stranding. But I think killing off Aunt May was a good move for that character, especially for that Spider-Man specifically, because I think they can do a lot in like the dark middle chapter if they're going to make a trilogy, right?
Yeah, it's gonna make the you know what scene when he eventually gets that, make it more like
It's gonna make it more
insane and
impactful.
sinister. It's gonna
Yeah.
be more and sinister, and when that happens,
Yeah.
and it makes you wonder because we already got the Sinister Six basically. They showed you in the first one and this one,
Mhm.
so it makes you wonder who else is going to be adding here. Like, are we gonna get Craven? Is
That would be cool.
Taskmaster going to come back?
Right.
This type of thing.
Hey, yo,
Who
Blame-
else?
They're already foreshadowing.
Yo, blame
They're
Alex.
already
Blame
foreshadowing.
Alex for that. That spoiler of Death Stranding, bro. That wasn't me.
Well, I mean, if you want me to throw a spoiler out
Hey,
there,
man, let's
I
be
don't even know
real.
what that's real.
well, it's not
Kofi,
even
let's-
related to
Kofi,
the
let's-
like, y'all seen.
Let's be real. What I said still won't make sense when they see the ending.
Yeah, they won't
Nah,
see
nah,
it. They see it.
Yo, but then again, it was what you said. It's kind of still kind of a big shocker.
man,
At least
People-
it was a
people
big
people
shocker.
in
I
that
want to
chat
throw a
telling-
spoiler out there.
People
I
are
don't know.
like-
People
people are in the chat saying
Far
things
From
like,
Home.
Alex just
I know,
spoiled the
I know,
game.
yeah, don't spoil that shit. Don't spoil.
And
that.
these are the
Wait, you
same
see Far From
people
Home?
that
You got Far From
haven't
Home?
even bought
Yo,
the game or
you know,
booted it up.
you know why? Because people are carrying packages for like over 100 hours just to tell that. That's I'll be pissed still. So I
We just
apologize.
fucking-
Wait,
Put this
what
shit
about
on
what about that Far From Home joint? Like y'all, I don't know if y'all caught the ending, legit the ending, aside from the cameo.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying that a certain what's the name was watching the feed. They're saying
Oh
that
yeah.
Craven. You seen that? Yeah, they're saying that Craven was hinted for the next Spider-Man. Off
That
of
could,
that
yeah,
ending
I could see
alone.
that. I could see
And
that.
I ain't gonna lie, because remember his identity. Well, I can't say it, but that shit for the movie. So
And look, if y'all don't want to play Death Stranding, just go watch my streams of it. There you go.
you did,
All right.
you did like 14. How many videos? It was like 20 videos.
It was 14 3-hour streams.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You didn't do all the package deliveries, right? You just did straight single.
No, I just did story.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
story.
So you didn't bother building all the trust level to 5 to get the better gear.
No, I just wanted to get through the story on it.
That's
but
what's
then
stopping me.
on the piece, like, so don't do it. So don't do it, because the farther you get in the story, the better equipment you'll have to go back and do those.
Yeah, because I got the rubber bullets for
There's-
the mules.
Right, but then
I
there's
just got those. Yeah, I just got
wow.
there's rubber
Yeah, you
bullets,
can get
and
rubber
then there's
bullets.
like
They
specific
had
bullet
those.
guns, and like so just do the story, and you'll and then what happens is after the story is done, you'll be pulled back 2 weeks before everything happens in the end, and you can do everything then and get everything to 5.
Okay.
All right, so the Xbox Series X prototype images leaked. So somebody took some clean pictures of the Xbox Series X. And by the way, I see all the super chats. I'm gonna read them in a bit. So shout out to y'all. Someone took some clean pictures of them. You got the serial number. It had pubes on it. It actually had dust on it already. The console's already
Yeah,
collecting
you see
dust.
like dust and
Had
lint and
dust
shit
and
on it.
lint on
Like,
the
yo,
console
take care of
already.
your console.
That should be a no-brainer though. They're constantly going to be doing that regardless.
Right?
Already though, that shit got to be fresh out the factory.
Oh, dude, you
know?
remember when the PS3 first came out? The shiny, glossy one that we.
That was
Oh,
terrible.
I kept
That
my
was a dust
PS3.
magnet. Yeah.
I kept that shit wrapped. I kept
That
it
was a
wrapped
dust magnet.
so it
yeah,
didn't get dusty.
I tell you what, whoever leaked that is fired right now. They
Yeah,
looking for a job.
I think the person who leaked it is definitely gonna get in trouble. They got the serial and everything in that.
I think that was controlled.
I think so though, because the shit is
So
already
That was a
out.
control. Yeah, it was a control leak. It had to be a control.
I,
leak.
I mean,
I heard some people
Billy
say
Spence said he had it in his house, so it could have been
Yeah,
Philly
Phil
Spence.
Spencer retweeted, so that had to be a control leak. I don't think it's.
He retweeted
Oh,
it.
Phil Spencer retweeted it.
Yeah, then he put out a picture of it.
Did
He did.
Nah.
Didn't he?
I don't
I
think
don't
he.
know. I don't know. I
Check
wasn't
that.
following
What was that
Mm.
post? Hold on, maybe I was posting.
Phil said he had one at his crib, and then we already seen what the box looked like, of course, from the reveal, like the Game Awards. Only thing we didn't see was the back, and it's like,
Yeah.
I think it might have been controlled though, because AMD had that video where they thought they like we saw the back, but then it was like that wasn't true. So I think they was like, all right, but here's the real back, and now I get to see what the back looked like.
Yeah, so people were disappointed that they didn't see any USB-C or anything on that. So we pretty much got 2 USB ports, HDMI, no, only in, no out, or none of, or which one is which? The in and out.
HDMI in, no out.
Yeah, no out.
There's no out, so pretty
I'm
much.
still
you
no.
can't
There's
connect-
no.
There was supposedly a slot
wait.
for multiple HDMI.
Is it in or
So
out?
wait, no.
It's
no,
no
I think
out.
it's backwards. I think it's HDMI out, not
It's-
in,
Okay, so
because it's going out
you
to
know how
the TV.
you know what I'm talking about. The Xbox One and Xbox
Yeah, you're
Series
right.
X, Xbox One X, has 2 HDMI's for the whole TV integration, stuff like that. This one doesn't have it apparently. Your typical Ethernet cord and the sound shit. What's the sound shit called again? Oh fuck.
A sound blaster.
No,
No,
you
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 know
talking
what I'm
about an arc?
Nah, this. What's the sound
Optical?
one shit? Yeah, there we go. That's it. So
What you
that's
say
on-
about that?
No, that's on there. The
Oh, yeah, the optical is there.
Is there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
But
Who
question
uses
though,
op-
does
so
it
wait,
have
wait,
the most
who
important?
uses optical
Does
out?
it have a? Does it have
I use optical, so.
I used to use it.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
I used to use it. It's not a bad thing, yo. People like
So, like,
using
what-
that.
like-
I use it
I've
for
never-
the headset.
I used it for my mix
840s.
amp. For my
Yeah,
Astro.
exactly. Yeah, it's
Makes
good
sense.
for mix amps. Although, like, if you have multiple systems, like if you got like Xbox and the PlayStation, like when I had that set up, I had that same port on my TV, and so I was
Yeah,
connected to
TV's
the
had
TV so that when I would switch
Isn't
over,
that, isn't that how you get the best
changes.
sound, anyways? If you use that port, that's why
Yeah,
people like
you're
it.
gonna need that
Yeah,
for the 3D audio
yeah.
for PS5 and optical. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the way they're going about it. But I guess the most important thing though, where's the power brick?
There's no power.
It's inside.
It's inside.
It's inside that big
Yeah.
motherfucker.
All right, so yo, since we got some, unedited, kind of raw, pics of the console, what do you guys how you guys feeling about it? The design like this, it's definitely a console that you shouldn't put on the side. Like it just looks, it's gonna look really ugly on the
On the
side.
like a PC, dog.
because the logo can't be turned
It need-
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It needs to be stood up, man. It needs to be stood
That's
up.
why
They need
the
some
PS2
see-through
was the
side
best
panels
console.
with some RGB. Like they need to hook that shit up. That shit look ugly as fuck.
Oh,
It
you know-
look like
you know
my
they gonna
first
take advantage
PC
of that.
build, dog. That shit nasty.
Yeah.
So, Jamie,
they gonna take advantage of that
you're not
with the
feeling
fan?
it, huh? You're not feeling
Nah,
it.
that shit ugly.
Nah, them
I
custom-
think
them
the
custom
PS5 dev kit look better than that.
Really?
Hell yeah. That
Really?
PS5
I'm blown
dev
away
kit
you said that
fire.
because they got the green fan. I'm pretty sure custom
box.
custom designs and they start coming out with it. Like blue, red, or whatnot. They're probably gonna change the LED up top. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do stuff like that. But it looks fine. I wasn't really that blown away by anything on the back because it's like after the whole thing with AMD taking down their video, claiming they used the fake render. It's like who cares?
Yeah.
It's like what do you really expect behind the console? besides ventilation and ports.
And see, in that, ventilation. I didn't think that what they had in the back, because like when I first saw it, I was like, the only ventilation is at the top. I'm like, the back has got to be all like wide open for that. But then when I saw what it really was, I was like, that don't really seem like enough ventilation to me. I don't know. I'm not a hardware designer, so maybe it is. But I mean, we'll see. But it doesn't seem like it's enough ventilation to me. And also, I saw a couple of other like hardware channels that kind of go into that kind of stuff, and they were saying that people were freaking out about no USB-C, freaking out about whatever that like debugging port is and stuff like that. And they were saying that like that stuff is subject to change pretty often before it gets to launch. So what we see now might not actually be what it ends up being when it comes out this fall. So who knows? We'll see.
All right, so
who was it? I think it was. Is it Brad Sams? Is that Thurrott? Is that like the same?
Yeah, Brad
Sams.
Yeah, I think he was the one that showed off the back after the AMD thing came out. And I think if it was him, whoever it was though, they showed it off and it looked exactly like that.
Yeah, it does.
So that's why I was surprised to see that. I was like, okay, yeah, that looks exactly like what the picture he showed.
Yeah, this not really blown away by it, to be honest. At all. They need ventilation. These CPUs.
It kind of looked like somebody 3D printed it, to be honest.
Did it?
It looked really shoddily made. Like the plastic didn't look good. I don't know. It looked kind of clunky as a box, to be honest.
It is a beast power.
It is kind of.
I mean, it is a prototype. Do you think? And plus, I know for a fact, like people have said that you can actually look up that serial code that's on the back of it, and it actually will link to something on like a Microsoft website. So the serial code is real. I think it's just like it does look pretty shoddy, but I think it's a prototype. They weren't really trying to make it look like the best it could look at this time, because only a few people are going to have it. I'm like, look, if you already a trusted person, or they think you're a trusted person, that wouldn't leak this. They don't really care about making sure that it looks its very, very best. They're going to do that for us when it comes out this fall. Like have like a matte finish or whatever the hell they do to it. But I don't know. It looks like I said. I didn't mind the way it looked, its function. I'm like, when you want something that's going to have the kind of power they want it to have, I would expect the way it looks. But the venting, I think, is a little bit problematic.
Do you think? I don't know if it's just me, but do you think the disc slot is kind of big? It looks big.
It does like it is a huge it is huge on the side.
It could be just the picture though. You never know when it's like in front of you in person. It could just be normal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it could be just the picture.
It's going to be. I wonder who's going to be like. Because the top portion of it's the fan. I'm wondering how long it's going to take for people to start stacking shit on top of their consoles.
Hell yeah!
Because what's going to happen. Motherfuckers going to be like, "Hey, how did it overheat?" He's like, "Well, maybe because you have all this shit on top of it."
Yeah, I'm curious to see the form factor of the PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty capable machine.
I hope it's that slick one that keeps going around, like that silver. Then it's like black. That we've seen it.
All the mock-ups of the PlayStation 5 has been trash. Period.
You ain't seen the latest one? The cool one?
No, you might have to link that to me on Twitter or something. Like all the mock-ups of the PlayStation 5 that I've seen has been garbage. I haven't seen one good PlayStation 5 mock-up that just looks appealing. You know what I mean? Like the Xbox Series X, it's a box. Like it's whatever, I guess. Standing up, it looks okay. It looks like a PC, but it's just whatever. But all the mock-ups of the PlayStation 5 so far has been booty cheeks. So I don't know. Hopefully Sony his design is much better than the fans' design, because the fans are dropping the ball. Let me read these super chats real quick. This one's from Blaze 4K. He says Sony is God. You already know what it is. Jay Legend says FBI open up. Alex definitely got to pull up the Alex. Blaze again with the donation. I appreciate it. He says Sony is God. Number 2. Happy birthday, Alex, baby. Blaze 4K says, Alex, you hate Sony. Thanks for the donation. Again. Jet Life 504 says boss battles in Spider-Man were mediocre there. That's actually a fact. The boss battles definitely need work in the sequel in Spider-Man.
Yes,
They're actually pretty
Mediocre.
Mid. Yeah,
They
they're
did it
pretty
for
mid.
casuals. That's what it was.
What's the worst one you think it was? I think the worst one I thought was like the one where you're fighting the rhino and
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
bad.
that was
worst one.
very disappointing. I was expecting more out of
I
that
just
one.
didn't feel a sense of like I could lose in any of them, really.
Yeah.
I played on the. I played on the.
I played on Spectacular.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
beat on the hardest too. Crazy
wasn't even
how
hard.
Shocker had the best kind of start.
I was like, Shocker's fights were great. And I thought that was a great intro for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought the side missions were, man, like flying through fart clouds and and then with the screwball mission. Oh, the screwball mission.
Oh, with the DLC, bro.
Oh my god, I wanted to
I don't
kill
think
that.
I don't think
I
finished
still
all the
haven't
DLC.
finished
I don't think I
DLC
finished
to this
it
day
either. I don't think I
because
finished
of that screwball shit, dog. They that shit
so
killed my
bad.
mind. Whoever
It's so
designed
bad.
that screwball
Screwball was
shit
oh
fire.
yeah, that's the card they made for how you talking the super fan, right? Well,
Yeah.
who was obsessed with Twitter,
Yeah.
Twitter follower girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That could be a reality on some real shit.
Number one from Blaze
DM.
4K says, seriously, Sony is taking the most chances, leading the pack with multiple different IPs. Sony lineup is unmatched. Cloud, W baby. I'm have to agree. Sony does take risk on making new games. They do have games like I said, Gravity Rush. They have games like The Last Guardian. They do take risks with certain games too. So you got to give them props for that. All right, we gotta give Nintendo some smoke. So apparently,
Big time.
Get them.
so apparently there
Remember, they
was
get
like
a
a
pass.
court.
Be
There
careful.
was a court case, for them that they didn't refund pre-ordered games or something like that. I didn't really read it into fine detail. J-Man, do you know about it clearly?
Wow.
About the case?
All I know is pretty much what you just said is that
It was good.
no, I was about to say like the whole if you pre-order a game,
You can't get a
And-
refund, pretty much.
right?
And I think
So-
some people try to sue them about it, right?
It was Germany.
Yeah, it was overseas.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
overseas. Oh, okay. But that's actually pretty bullshit, and Nintendo definitely needs to fix that. I've never tried to refund something that I've purchased off the Switch eShop or the Nintendo eShop ever in my life before. But if you pre-order a game, right, and the game's not out yet, you should be able to get your money back. It shouldn't be a
Facts.
final sale. So that's
So they
kinda
saying
bullshit.
that as while the game is eligible for preloading. So I think PlayStation might have a similar plan. No, PlayStation is a little bit extended, but as long as the game is eligible for preloading, even though it's unplayable, that potential download counts as the start of a distribution.
Okay, so you can pre-order it, but if you preload it, you can't get your money back. That's what you're
No,
trying
as
to
long
say.
as it's eligible for preload. So
Yeah,
you don't have to preload it, but if it's
Oh,
eligible
okay.
for
so
preloading,
they do offer
it
like
counts
a
as a-
refund for a pre-order. I don't know. I haven't tried to
But
refund
if-
anything
no.
before. Do they offer
I
I don't know if
refunds or
Sony
no?
still does that now because I remember initially buying Control on PlayStation and then deciding when I saw what the exclusive offerings was for it, I said I canceled it and then got it on the Xbox One X, and they allowed me to do that. Now I heard like if you've only like got a refund for one game, then like they're cool with that. But if you start trying to refund multiple games, like if I tried to get another refund for a different game, they may be like, nah, son, you already did.
See, I
this.
haven't tried
I
to
thought
get
that
a
was through
refund
PayPal.
from the eShop before, so I don't even know how their customer support be like. Like, has anyone experienced
Non-existent.
this?
I thought it was
non-existent.
through
I
PayPal
don't
that
know.
issue happened. No, that was the thing. That was a
Yeah.
So
thing.
it's really fucked up because you have other companies like Steam, even Epic has a refund policy.
Epic,
They get you by the camera.
Yeah, they do now.
Look at
They
how-
do now.
Origin has a
You
great
know who
one.
has the best refund
Origin.
policy is fucking EA.
Yeah,
EA
That's
of all
crazy.
people have the best refund policy, and
They
Nintendo
desperate, though.
can't get their shit together to do a regular, like you get 2 hours with the game and then refund it like a normal fucking company. Nintendo can't fucking get it together.
I mean, to be fair, Alex, Nintendo doesn't have voice chat.
I'm sorry, Ryan. That's no.
Nah, man. We're not gonna give them a pass because they're confident in everything.
No excuse. There's no reason Nintendo cannot do a simple thing of putting in a refund policy like a normal distributor that has to coincide with fucking EU law. EU law is why Valve had to put in the refund policy that they have. So there's no fucking reason why Nintendo gets a free pass on this. Fuck Nintendo for doing this. That's fuck.
Yeah.
You know they got people who cap for them. They always give you the same story. Well, Nintendo saved the gaming industry decades ago.
Well, like 25 years ago.
Every
so
single
what?
time.
Can't get up with the times.
But yeah, they like Nintendo is their own company. They do what they want. But when Sony or Microsoft does it, it's World War III. I just love that shit.
PlayStation offers a 2-hour trial as well, Jack.
2 hours.
Yeah, if you play it for 2 hours. But on DLC, you not getting no fucking refund, dog. Cause that shit just happened to me 2 weeks ago. Like a week ago on Shenmue 3. I bought the DLC because I thought it was already out, but it wasn't. And this bitch argued me on fucking live chat. It's already out. I say, hey man, listen. I can link you a trophy website with over 2 million people on it. Nobody has a single trophy in the DLC. It's not fucking out yet. They gonna send me the website to Deep Sea every time I contact them. Man, fuck you. That shit pissed me off, yo.
Yeah, well, PlayStation, it says you have 14 days from the purchase to request a refund. If you have started the download or stream the purchase content, you will not be eligible for a refund.
Okay, so a PlayStation, if you started, then
it's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Okay.
No, I think it ain't 2 hours, something like that.
I don't see 2 hours.
Oh, it might not be like that, but yeah, like it.
So Xbox is a 2 hour thing, though, right?
Xbox does.
Yeah, I think
2
so. Hours, yeah.
They pick and choose when they want to give you a refund, man.
Okay. All right. Let's switch up the topic. House Marquee says they're almost ready.
Why do y'all pronounce it like that?
How do you pronounce it?
House
Marquee.
Mark. Wait,
it's House Mark. I thought it was House Mark.
It's Mark.
I never heard House Marquee.
I thought they heard him say House Marquee.
Okay, House Mark. If that's the proper way how to say it, that's what you guys say. House Mark. They're saying that it's almost time for them to reveal their next project, and I'm hearing it's supposed to be like a AAA game, Jamie, and that's what you were saying.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a AAA game. They haven't revealed who they partnered with for this game. Rumors, of course, heavy that it's PlayStation. When you look back at their history, and then possibly this game being a launch title like Resogun. What's interesting though about this is that it's supposed to be a AAA game, and they're putting Storm Divers, which is that bullshit trash ass battle royale game that they was working on hold. And so I'm interested to see what they got, because they complained that even though that those other games that they were making, the twin stick shooters and stuff like that, they were good games, but people weren't buying them. So that's kind of why they went the battle royale route. And now that being on hold and they're working on a AAA game, like I want to see what direction they're taking this game in.
You got any idea what kind of genre they may do?
Hell no. It's under wraps. Like they haven't said anything about it.
Man, look,
we should be hearing from them soon. Jack,
I don't think it's gonna be Sony.
You don't think it's gonna be Sony? Oh,
this is who they're gonna partner with. Let's see. This is gonna be 505 Games, Epic Games Store, Microsoft. It's just gonna be it's so many companies. Bro,
it's gonna be PlayStation. It's gonna be PlayStation and PC.
It's gonna be PlayStation and PC. Ample fucking opportunity to purchase or acquire Housemarque. They make great games. Sony work with. I think they help fund all the games. They ex-dev with the games. They should have been tried to acquire Housemarque. It's no reason that they saying they can't make the games they want to make because people ain't buying them. I bought every Housemarque game except what?
They're all about building relationships, though. Because remember, they could have bought Quantum Dreams back with Heavy Rain a long ass time ago, but they just partnered with them. You know?
I don't know, man. It's just PlayStation be doing stupid shit, bro. I don't understand.
You know why I think?
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's PlayStation is because Shuhei Yoshida. Remember, they took that picture together, and he was visiting the studio. I think it was either last year or maybe a couple years back. And y'all know, Shuhei is leading the indie. Indie fucking revolution that PlayStation.
Now his own division. Yeah.
And then there's rumors that PlayStation bought a studio recently or whatever. I think it's Housemarque. I think they purchased it and they got that game.
Yeah.
for the launch of PS5.
They make great fucking games. They make awesome games. And the game is probably gonna be most of the games they make is like shmups, bullet hell games. So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see their next game.
Shmups.
You know, Jack's favorite studio, Ninja Theory, is working on a new game.
Yeah.
Another dev Sony should have tried to acquire, even though they were saying they didn't want to be acquired. Next thing you know, they on the fucking stage with Phil Spencer.
I mean, a lot of developers
Sony
said
playing hard to get.
Insomniac said they didn't want to be bought, and Sony
Man,
bought.
Phil Fathead ass went there with that bag. He was like, "Hey yo, get down and lay down, goddamn."
So
That shit crazy.
it's called Project
Project
Mara.
Mara.
I don't know what the hell this game is gonna be about. It seems like it's gonna be
Horror.
some horror type game. Whether it's gonna be a first person, third person, top down PC exclusive. Who know? I don't know, man.
Reminds me of a really,
gonna be?
really well polished version of that Silent Hill game. You remember PT? It looks like
PT.
a very, very
Yep.
polished version of that. Looks good.
What does it look like? I haven't seen nothing. That's what I
Well,
was
this is
I don't
like
know
from what
I
we
see.
saw, like them going up the stairs, through the halls, and the detail in the scenes.
That was
Yeah.
gameplay. That was in their
Yeah,
office.
suppose-
Bro,
Yeah.
I thought that was their offices, yo.
Ain't that
No,
the same chick from Hellblade that was in that
I
trailer?
think
Yeah, that was.
I thought
Yeah.
it was.
It is.
It's like
It
the
is.
same.
That's her.
I think it's the same actress.
same
Yeah.
actress.
It's like
found
the
that,
same, 'cause she worked
Wait,
at
so
the-
wait. You're telling me like the hallways and all of that? That was like that was a game.
That was
a
their
game?
studio. That was a
That was
replica
in
of
the
their studio.
That was a replica of the studio in the game.
Yeah, that was
They're
in
running
game.
on Ninja.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yo, bro, I didn't even notice. I was watching.
I
on
told you,
mobile, though. I didn't even
it
notice.
looks that insane. It reminded me of PT, but like on another level in terms of detail and polished. Exactly.
You see a comparison they had on Twitter was like, this is like the real.
Yeah, this is the office now, and this is
Nah,
what it
oh
looks
shoot,
like
I have to go
in
and
the
look
game.
at that because
It look-
I was
it look
fooled.
sick,
I was
It
fooled.
looks
Bro.
sick.
I didn't.
It really looks sick.
Damn, the whole time I thought that was like some real life shit, bro.
Yeah,
next gen
and
for
the
you,
chick
dog.
from Hellblade 2 is in here too, which it took me a minute to notice her at first, like with the angles, like in the dark, but it's like that's her. So
Got
she's gonna
mouth.
be the star of this game.
Yeah, she's the one that's like she's in the dark, and then there's like something coming up behind her.
Zombie
Yeah.
behind her. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's
Yo.
a horror game,
Yeah,
first
that's
person.
good, man.
They
That's
love
good.
her as like their actress for her game. for the
yeah.
game.
She's
Well,
really
the thing
good.
is, like they were a small studio before being purchased by Microsoft. While they gotten bigger, they still are a small, like
Pretty-
still a
yeah.
small
Yeah.
studio.
But
She
he-
wasn't
but
an
they
actress
stick
at
it to
first.
her.
She wasn't an actress.
It's good to see that bar is
She
still
was like
high,
a developer,
though.
right, or something.
She worked at the studio and they couldn't afford to hire actors, but I think they was trying to do like mocap or some shit or like work on the engine.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
she
Yep.
put the shit on and she started acting. They were like, damn, like you pretty good at this. Like you should be like, yeah, that's how she started doing that.
Yeah.
That's
man.
crazy when you think about
It's
it.
good to see that the bar is still high for them, though. They didn't drop the quality when they were purchased. Like they still set that bar very, very high.
It's
in
good,
terms
it's
of
good.
what they're putting out there.
We
I'm a
gotta
little
see though,
worried.
man.
I'm a
We
little
gotta
worried
see.
though.
We gotta
I
see.
mean,
Let's
Yeah.
hear J Man. Let's hear J
Nah,
Man.
I'm a
dropped
little worried
3
because
games, right?
even though they got purchased by Microsoft, I thought that would have meant that like the team would get like dramatically bigger. And
Yeah.
because even though Hellblade was a good game,
No,
it
but
had a lot of shortcomings when it came to the
Yeah.
combat. We got to be honest. The combat
Oh,
was
yeah, of
very,
course.
very,
They
very big.
expanded
it's
the
just
studio.
it's basic. It's basic. Yo, but
Yeah, they
how
did get
about-
bigger, Jack. They did, but it's
They
like
doubled-
they
yeah, they
also
doubled
spreading
the team.
themselves thin too because they got like 100. What is how
Yeah,
many
they
people
making
they
a lot
got?
of fucking games.
Like
right
They
now.
got 3 different
140,
projects.
like
Yeah, they got 3 different
140,
projects
yeah.
going on. So it's like,
Yeah,
damn,
but now they have the time to like delay games and like work on them slowly.
They do, but
So we got Hellblade 2, Project Mara. What was the other project?
My
Bleeding
question
Edge.
to you, J
Bleeding
Man,
Edge, Bleeding
how
Edge,
about
thank
if this was like a choice by them that they don't wanna have like a crazy big ass studio,
No, that-
or you don't think, or you think it's a
Nah.
choice that like they want?
it seemed like it because watching the video, it was like, you know, we wanted to say small because we have a very talented group and we want to prove that small teams can make AAA quality games. So it's like, but if y'all want to really start getting compared to AAA quality games, then we're gonna really get real and start talking about how shallow that combat and the exploration
Yeah.
was in Hellblade and stuff like that. The storytelling was fantastic. The sound
all
was
about that
fantastic.
funding.
they made that with like less than 30 people though. Like
Right,
Yeah.
but they didn't get that
It's
much
22.
bigger. So
They didn't have that much fun.
They don't they have 50 now? Don't
Yeah.
they have the?
no, they got way
got
more than
50
50.
now,
I think it got like
I think it's like 80. I think
Yeah, it's like 80.
Yeah.
No, but like
No, they said 40 people are making Hellblade 2.
yeah,
right
didn't
now.
they say 50? I thought I heard.
Oh,
50
right.
people
It
are
was
making
20 and now it's 40. It was 20 before,
Oh.
now it's 40 for Hellblade.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not happening on my screen, Alex. So that's weird.
Not anymore, but it stopped.
Oh, okay, cool.
But no, I mean,
Go ahead.
the game seems J-Man, I feel you on like how the first game was. It was a good game, but like it had its issues. Like for me, I thought the beginning of it had way too many puzzles, and I thought those puzzles were trash and very little combat. And then it's like it ramped up to near the end is like almost all combat and very little, anything else, which was fine, but the combat wasn't very like deep. It was very shallow. It looked good. It was okay, but it wasn't that. It needed more. And so I think now we're having double the staff, not having to worry about we need to get this game out
more
at a certain time.
Yeah, more weapons. I'm gonna need that.
Definitely more weapons.
Less linear.
Upgrade system as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would be nice. See, that's what I was thinking with Hellblade.
So you looking for something more like the new the Star Wars game that we had, something like that, more fleshed out?
No, not even that. I kind of want them to keep that same perspective that they have. I think that's pretty unique for like a sword play. It's kind of intimate, a sword play game like that. But they just need to refine it, I guess.
Like a better mechanics for combat, basically.
Yeah, just refine it. Like the way it wasn't bad, but like if it had like a parry counter system, like you're saying, that'd be pretty dope as well. And upgrades and just different weapons. I think that can elevate the series itself. And it would be nice. It would be nice, like Jack said, if the game wasn't as linear as well. It was more open. But I guess we're gonna see how it turns out. But I'm excited to see the next footage of Hellblade 2 though. Hopefully it looks.
I gotta try out the original. I got it on GOG. I want to see what it's like.
Good, man. It's on Game Pass as well on PC.
Yeah.
So.
I will also say a bigger like a more variety of enemies too, because like fighting the same 3 different enemies every time there was combat was just like when you get halfway through it, you just like I'm kind of tired of seeing the same enemy, but it was still good though. I enjoyed it.
Well, it's good to see that they're putting the studio to work and they're making what they want to make. So that's good.
That was very important to see because a lot of people had to fear, Microsoft buying all these studios, but they're not gonna let them make what they want to make. It's proven that they are.
It's good to see that they gave them a budget, or they gave them a higher budget, and they were able to deliver and showcase some better stuff. So
I'm personally glad that studios like Obsidian and Ninja Theory weren't shuttered because of not having enough money.
Yeah.
So as much as I love Obsidian games, by the way, everybody should play Pillars of Eternity. That's one of the best fucking games ever made.
I don't know about Everwild though. That new game that they're working. Yeah,
but the thing is, like,
that's rare. That's rare.
That's rare. I thought that was there.
Yeah, City making money. I shrunk the
Grounded.
black kid.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought that was there.
But like, if I had a choice between Microsoft getting Obsidian and Obsidian closing down, it'd be like Microsoft get Obsidian. Like, keep that company there. But like, go play Pillars if you haven't played Pillars. Like, that's a great fucking game. 1 and 2.
Yeah, isn't it coming to PlayStation?
PS4, yeah.
Okay. How many people cried that is coming to PlayStation, Alex?
Nobody cried. In fact, even I said everybody should play it.
How many cried that Dust and the Legion Tale was going to PS4?
What? Who? I don't know, man. I don't even know what game that is, dog.
You know what that is? I thought Alex knew what that was.
They game Heat.
Dust and the Legion Tale, it was a game made by one guy, and it's got a lot of furries in it. It's a 2D side scroller. The artwork isn't bad, but it's not great. I haven't been able to play it. If you're gonna play a game made by one person, I think I have a couple of other ones that are really play that I'll come back to later on in the chat.
Oh, good question for y'all. Y'all think Cuphead's gonna make a return sequel wise?
Yes.
Yes, for the next one.
Bro, where the fuck is the DLC?
30 years.
Exactly.
I was about to ask you that too. Where's the DLC?
You know what I was thinking? Like, is either that like these games just really take a long time to make, or maybe they're just turning that into the sequel. They should just at this point they should just call it Cuphead 2 and call it the second game, dog.
Speaking of one person, only 2 people make Cuphead. So
and didn't they hand draw all the animations?
Yeah, all the shit hand drawn. They don't want nobody else working on the game with them. So.
If you want to play a game made by one person, play Undertale.
Yo, that's crazy. 2 people only made Cuphead, Jack?
Yep.
Yeah, they broke
it. Only 2 people. It's like
Yeah, they
3 or 4
that's
people. I
that's
think it
They
was
had to
4.
quit their jobs to make that game. To finish.
It was 4 people though, I thought, right?
Yeah, that
It was
must have
like,
paid
that
off.
concept.
That paid off handsomely.
That must have
4
paid off
people.
because
I thought
Cuphead
that
was really
was-
successful.
I didn't know about
it was
the
4
two.
because it was 2 who made the concept and they started drawing, and 2 other joined in for the sound and the actual design.
But yeah,
So
the
it was
sound
4.
probably
Yeah, that's crazy. That game's actually like spectacular, and
It's really good. It was one of the best games they had for Xbox, easily.
Yep.
Like it was
Yeah,
very.
That's what I was saying. I think I made a tweet. I don't know, it was this week or last week, but I was saying like, why hasn't Microsoft acquired Moon Studios or Studio MDHR or whatever they're called, the Cuphead developers? I'm like, yo, those are like literally Xbox's 2 best games, like well received games that people like absolutely love. And my guess is maybe these guys just want to remain independent. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I
do not
thought Moon
gloss
Studios
over
only had
Undertale.
4 people.
They have 4 people as well.
I may be wrong about that. But I thought Moon Studios was that small too.
Really? That's another studio with 4 devs, and that just shows that where the talent really is. That's crazy.
No, I think they got to be.
Nah, they gotta have
Yeah,
more
it can't-
than
it can't
that.
be
Yeah,
more
they gotta
than
have more than
Yeah.
4 people
I'm
making.
checking their
Ori.
website now because I don't want to say anything out of
4
turn.
people making Ori and the Will
So
of the
8
Wisp.
people
That's
made the
crazy.
best Xbox games. Is what you hate to fucking see it.
That's
I mean, what y'all
crazy.
think about Halo? Y'all think Halo is it?
What?
this time? Y'all think it's gonna save it? The next
Infinite?
Say what?
Yeah, Halo Infinite.
Say what? What if I be fucking crazy?
I like that. No, I've seen a lot of different opinions, and a lot of people say that it could be like it's make or break for him for the next Xbox.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I made a video about it. It is a make or break for me. This is 343's last chance when it comes to Halo.
This is it.
I personally can't get super excited for it, but hey, I don't really care. Master Chief Collection in totality is going to be coming to PC. In the end of the day, if it turns out trash, whatever. I'm just
Does that
gonna
include
enjoy
5
it.
though? Are we getting 5 too?
Y'all ain't getting 5.
I think 5 is gonna end up coming to PC. Mark my words, it's gonna come to PC.
I mean, they
It's
might
gonna
as
come to
well.
PC. They might as well. Look,
well.
it's gonna
Might
get
as
to a
well.
point. The whole
Pretty much
collection's on PC. They're gonna put 5
Yeah.
on PC, bro. Watch.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also,
It's going to be outshine for the PC. Easy.
Do not gloss over Undertale. Everybody here has to play Undertale.
I'm halfway through it. I was playing on the tail.
Undertale is really fucking good. Everybody needs to play Undertale.
Every game you mentioned does not sound appealing.
That's Alex.
Because Ryan,
That's Alex for you.
They don't sound appealing.
what happens is, Ryan, you actually have to play the video game. You don't watch the video game.
Alex mentioned the game is crickets. Like,
I know, right? Every time Alex mentions the game, it's
All right, we hear you. We
So
got it.
it's a lot of
Like,
people.
the next game
a lot
you
of
guys
people
should
in
play
chat.
is The Lawyer. It's amazing. What I'm saying?
No, Football Manager. Football Manager 2020.
Oh, yo, talk about football. Yo, y'all see that trailer of I think what's it, Tsubasa or something like that? I don't
Oh,
even
the
know.
soccer shit?
Yo, that shit look ill, yo. I don't know, for an arcade soccer game like yo, it kind of reminded me
Oh, you
of.
talking about that animated one?
I
That
don't
was
even
kinda
know what
like
it is. I haven't watched that anime before in my life, but like,
Yeah.
I'm so down for like a over the top soccer game, like Mario Striker type, FIFA Street.
They
type of
announced
over the
platforms
top.
for that game?
It's coming to.
I don't think so.
No, they did. They announced it's coming to PS4, PC, and the Nintendo Switch.
What y'all talking about?
No Xbox? Holy
No
shit.
Xbox. No Xbox.
What game?
It kind of reminds me of Mario.
Captain
soccer.
Captain Tsubasa.
Tsubasa.
Man, what the fuck y'all talking about, man?
I don't
It's
know,
a soccer game that's got
y'all
like
check
a lot
it out.
of,
That shit look
special
like
moves.
Shaolin.
Captain Tsubasa.
Yeah, it's got
Have
like
y'all-
special moves. and
Have
shit
y'all
like
seen
that, like they
Shaolin
can kick the
Soccer?
ball.
Have y'all seen Shaolin Soccer? That movie?
Nah.
Oh, come on. Y'all need to go watch Shaolin Soccer, man. Go watch that. Have you guys what's that other movie that he made? Fuck.
Now I watched this trailer though. It did look.
Have you guys seen have you guys seen a kung fu movie with has to do with like axes and shit like that? Like axes?
Nah.
Is
The
it
only Kung Fu movie I
is it
see
Kung
with
Fu Hustle?
axes is fucking Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it's Kung
thought.
Fu. I think it's Kung Fu
Yeah,
Hustle.
the axe
yeah.
game. Yeah, the axe
So
game. Yeah.
pretty much, the actor of that is in another movie called Shaolin Soccer. You guys should watch it. It's absolutely hilarious. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, Kung Fu Hustle is hilarious too.
It's
I-
funny as shit,
yeah,
but badass at the same time.
The same actor is in Shaolin Soccer. Watch that shit. It's
I see why
absolutely
Kofi like
Hey,
this.
I do have a correction on Moon Studios. I just checked them out on LinkedIn. They're at like 45 developers, but
45.
but it's interesting because they don't have like a home office. like the actual studio they work at, they're like all over the place. So I guess they just work through the internet.
So they're like helpers, I'm guessing.
No, I mean they're full on like employees. They just all live all over the world. It's like some of them are in Seattle, some of them are in Europe,
like a satellite type development process.
Right. They don't have a headquarters they work out of. They all work all over the place, that's pretty interesting.
That's interesting indeed.
All right, we got a few Patreon questions. Yes, we are bringing back the Patreon questions, but we're only gonna do them once a month because the Patreon's been requesting for that to come back. So if you're a Patreon, part of the load game tier, you can submit a question now. Jay Harvey, you could get back to doing your thing. I know people miss that too. But we're gonna be doing them once a month, and it's dry as hell right now. So we kind of need y'all right now. So this one is from Sofa Spy. He says,
Kofi, wait before you start.
All right, go ahead.
How many patrons do we have?
182. Shout out to every single one of y'all.
We need 18 more for me to wear a do-rag on the podcast.
Oh man. Y'all want to see Alex in the do-rag? Man, join up. Yeah, you already know. Off the record, this Tuesday too, by the way.
That's going to turn into Malibu's most wanted.
Yeah, I got Gamecast.
Don't be hating.
And I will wear a do-rag on the top.
Don't PC.
That movie funny as shit, yo.
They about to turn into Chet Hanks.
But some tough love, G. It's on PC now.
Malibu's Most Wanted is definitely a funny ass movie. I love that movie. Sofa Spy says, since I'm enjoying using Stadia,
Hey man,
despite the haters, what company would you like to see disappear from the gaming industry next gen, excluding Stadia?
Excluded Stadia.
I mean like developer or actual whole company?
Okay, he says company. I guess Activision, EA, they're all companies, right? So we can we can consider them too. That was oh Jack, you want that 20 that bad? You want that 20 that?
Get them the fuck out of here, dog.
It's like a coin toss with EA or fucking that for sure.
I don't agree with that though.
Stadia.
I don't
really.
I don't wanna,
EA only did one game that won us over.
People always like jump to EA, but when I think about it, like EA has some pretty fucking good games that come out that I enjoy though. Like if we be real,
yes, Apex Legends,
Star Wars. People love Star Wars.
Just jumped out my seat over with Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. People love Apex.
Plants vs Zombies. Come on now, y'all.
Jack loves Plants. Jack likes that shit. Like you know what I mean? Like what they do come out and drop like a good game. Like
I mean, it's all fun and games to turn that shit into a fucking money whore. Watch.
This is the thing, though, right?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't jump out the window and say, for me personally, say EA because there's a few games that I like from them though.
Do you realize
they're always on eggshells? I'm tell you why. Everybody is already getting scared for the next Star Wars because remember they had like different lightsaber colors like that in the game. Yeah. I guarantee you, especially with the way the lore goes, like black lightsaber shit like that. Watch them start charging for that shit eventually.
Bro.
Nah, because Respawn seems to get a free pass with them. They can just do whatever they want, and EA don't even say nothing. Like Vince just has like I don't know, like naked pictures of the CEO or something. Like he got something over them where he's like, no, we ain't using that trash ass Frostbite engine. We using Unreal. We're not doing microtransactions. Yes, it's gonna be a single player game with no multiplayer. Fuck off. And it's just like, all right, you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm glad it worked out because it kind of proves to them that works.
Like if you could drop a Star Wars a generation, then like I'm gonna have to keep your ass around. That's what I'm saying because I really enjoyed Fallen Jedi Order.
Y'all beat it, right?
Whatever. Yeah,
everybody beat on the pedal.
Star Wars. I didn't finish Star Wars.
Nobody beat yet? Oh shit!
Yo, what's up?
Star Wars,
yo, what's up? Why didn't you finish it? That shit is hot, bro.
We gotta talk after
I went back to Persona. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay, that game is hot, yo.
I beat it. It was a lot of fun.
You went for some crazy shit. I'm telling you right now. So like I said,
it flew under my radar, so I got to pick it up.
I would choose Bethesda to disappear.
Ooh, that's a good
I don't even care for their games, and all I feel like they do is enable like really bad development on games. They rely on their modding community to fix all their shit.
Yeah, you're paying them to fix their
and they just release it in like a trash state, and it's just like, what are you doing? And it's just like they just know the modding community.
They make jokes about it.
Here's my question. If I lose Bethesda, do I also lose Doom Eternal?
No, because ZeniMax.
They publish.
But
Yeah, they publish that, but
that shit, bro.
yeah, well, then have ZeniMax do the publishing for it because ZeniMax owns all of them. They own Kid, they own Machine Games, Archon Studios. They own all that whole umbrella.
So pretty much, we're gonna be losing Fallout. We're gonna be losing Elder Scrolls. Pretty much.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that.
Morrowind was the best one, anyways. That's fine. You're done.
After the whole canvas bag,
I'm gonna go in the
and
chat.
them selling you a helmet with mold and shit like that.
I'm gonna go in the chat real quick. Am I the only one who enjoyed Skyrim?
The answer is simple.
Skyrim.
Kofi, the answer is simple. The one that has to
like
go
Skyrim
next
or
gen
no? I want to see
is
the chat.
Naughty
Man,
Dog.
fuck Skyrim.
I knew he was going to say some shit.
I think
say some shit.
I think because Skyrim
Naughty
gets
Dog
supported
gotta
like
go.
a million times, people fucking hate it. But I
Bro,
fuck with Skyrim though. Skyrim that was pretty.
When was the last time
lit, bro.
Skyrim came out? Like 2 years ago, and it still got bugs from 2011. Like, come on, bro.
On the Switch, I think it came out. Yeah.
I really enjoy Skyrim though. I actually.
So
I love
Skyrim,
Oblivion too, though. But Skyrim was dope.
Oblivion was my shit.
Here's the thing about Skyrim. Morrowind is the best Elder Scrolls game, period.
I never played that one, so
You're fucking up. You're fucking up in life. You need to get that shit
I
fixed.
never played that shit. So
The best thing about Skyrim though is that it's such a more toned down game. You could play that game under a couple of blankets, a little bit of the dooba, and you can fucking chill out and have yourself a nice night playing Skyrim, just exploring shit. That's the best part about that game.
You know,
Well, the Fallout 76 got bugs in it that or were also in Fallout 4 that they still didn't fix. Like that's how trash of a
That's
developer
crazy.
they are, yo.
I don't
That's
know.
cool. They can go, man.
So,
They can-
so Jack says platinum.
Fucking slow-mo, they can go.
Slow-mo says Bethesda. Alex, what you saying?
I'm on that EA wave.
Y'all EA?
Naughty Dog.
Oh no.
Man said Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
Man.
He gonna say Naughty Dog.
You gonna say
Fucking
no.
gone.
How about you, Bit? What you saying?
Shit.
This is actually kind of tough. I don't know, man.
It is tough. There's a lot of fucked up developers. As
I
much
enjoy
as
a lot of
you know
games. People say Kofi likes everything, right? But I do enjoy a lot of games, though.
I don't know how y'all. Well, let me ask you a question. How y'all feel about the latest Call of Duty?
Ooh, Rockstar's a good one to get rid
I
of.
like
too.
it. I like it.
I
yo.
like it.
I like it.
Who liked it? Who didn't? Wait, you
The
liked
2v2 portion was cool, but I didn't
I
like
like
that.
that.
I didn't
That's
like the other shit. I
The,
didn't like
Is it-
the hit detection is still ass in 2020.
Explain that.
The maps were trash. I haven't played
Maps,
like the
yeah.
new maps and shit like that. I know they added a lot of the old maps to it and stuff. I haven't played it since, but the launch stuff was garbage.
Yeah.
That's my answer. If Halo, thank you, Rafe the Emperor.
343.
343.
If Halo
Yeah,
Infinite
I'm
is
triggered.
trash, 343, you canceled in my book.
Everybody, I'm gonna say 343.
Yo,
I
big
will-
facts. That's actually big facts.
I will co-sign that. If Halo Infinite is
If
trash,
Halo Infinite
get
is
them outta
trash,
here, yo.
get them niggas out of here, bro. I don't want to see them. I don't want
Like, on
to see
some
them
real shit,
ever
I never
again.
thought that we would be in this situation where the bar has like been set so high that they have to fucking deliver. 'Cause remember at the start of the 360 gen, remember we had a Halo and we didn't have this issue. We all were hyped. This time around, we're like legit. This is your last fucking chance. That's
it's been like 7 to 8 years. They've had
Yeah,
plenty
that's
of opportunities.
fucking
Like
crazy.
this is it. Like it's a wrap. If you don't deliver a Halo game that has a good campaign and great
Good
multiplayer, get the fuck on out of here. Get on out, yo. Like
Big
take
picture,
all
big
500
picture.
of them developers, divvy they ass up among all the other Xbox game studios,
Facts.
I mean, it's crazy.
and deliver the bag to Bungie. Be like, hey, look.
Oh, I
Come
never
on
thought
back.
I would see the fans so divided after
Hey, man, I
Bungie
need
said
your
fuck
phone
the IP. You said what,
Hey,
John?
Well, all this negativity towards it. Hey, listen, bro. They trying. Y'all don't do that. They trying. Yo.
Nah, bro. Nah, fuck that, Jack. Yo, this is their last chance. If Halo Infinite is boo boo or mediocre,
Yeah.
I don't
If
believe.
it-
I really
there's
don't
no
believe. I don't
excuses.
believe y'all. I don't believe y'all.
if it's mediocre, Jack, I don't look. I'm a Halo fan. I
I
barely
know.
played Halo 5, but like I said, Master Chief is coming to PC. That's all I need. And then
This is what's gonna happen.
I'll be on Halo 2 and 3 all day with Halo Infinite out. No problem.
This is what's gonna happen.
There's just
no
no excuses in 2020, like on some real shit. Ever since Bungie
if that
left,
shit is trash, I don't want to see another
Halo
Halo.
Infinite gonna come out.
Ever since Bungie left the bar,
If you're 343,
dropped. You know,
if you're 343, Halo is your only job. If you can't do your only
it should be.
You're fucked.
Jack, what you
After
saying?
Halo Infinite come out, y'all gonna be
that's
saying,
crazy because people. I
what's
asked
the
that
next one?
question a long time ago. Don't y'all want to see something else from 343? Right? And do you say no? All I want to see is Halo from 343. I would like to see something else from 343. Like seriously, give that shit up.
That would be Jack, get your shit off. Get your shit off. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying, y'all gonna play and then I'm like, well, Halo 7, that's your last shot. I swear. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
But I guarantee you, it's going to launch in a bad state. Every single game they've come out with has launched poorly. Where no matter what like hardware or platform you play, I know like for Halo Reach on Steam, it was flawless. But that's the only time they've ever launched anything that was flawless. Everywhere else, I mean, like Master Chief on Xbox was broken for years. Reach came out on Xbox, and even on freaking Xbox, people couldn't log in. Game Pass, it was like non-playable for like 48 hours. Like I guarantee you, Infinite's going to come out. It's going to be some bullshit.
The team is huge. Like at this point, if Halo Infinite gets bad reception, Microsoft should like cut that. Oh, this studio is only dedicated for Halo. They should cut that shit out and be like, all right, take a break, make something else.
Take a break.
Make something else.
We need more.
Something else.
We need more.
Make something else. You never know. Maybe that's what a studio like that needs. Maybe Halo's like a daytime job to these mans, right? Because like, come on, like you come to work. We're gonna be making Halo for the rest of our lives.
What you guys making tomorrow?
But they only made one though, right?
Fighter game. What you making? Halo.
We're making Halo for the rest of our lives, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they just need to get some creative juices and make something new, man. Because I don't even consider 343 a top tier studio. Like I don't even consider some people talk. I don't even consider them.
Especially with the requisition system they did in the last one. Oh my god, they crazy.
The thing is, Halo is a top tier IP. Not 343 Industries is not a top tier studio. That's what it is, dog.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm saying like they need something else. They need something else from 343. Like 343 needs to be able to create something else aside from Halo. Because Halo, let's be real, it's done. It's gonna do what it's gonna do for the hardcore Halo fans, right? Those are gonna probably buy the system for it. But you still need something else. You need a massive seller for this fucking content.
But I don't even think they're really fulfilling things for the hardcore Halo fans. I think there's some that just like no matter what, as long as it has Halo on it, they're gonna act like it's the greatest thing ever, right? But there are some hardcore Halo fans like Kofi, like myself, that like you're just not happy with what they have provided. I don't mind them actually trying to make it more modern because Halo, like the old school Halo style, although we will go back and play it, it's not the way most first-person shooters are today, but the changes they've made to it have been mediocre. They have not really like done anything to
gimmicks, bro. Halo 5 gimmicks and shit, bro.
Yeah, like the jetpack, charge crash,
all this crazy shit, bro. Like take that shit out of the game, bro.
Oh man, it's just they got their work cut out for them, and I don't like seeing all their directors being a revolving door. Come in, I just got this job, I'm leaving 2 weeks later. Like what the hell going on?
Yeah, enough people be leaving. That shit looking spooky. If the game sucks, you already know how.
Real spooky.
Oh my god, I ain't lying.
We go on to the next Patreon question. This one's from Hustle and Motivate. It says, Do you think it's time for the Dragon Ball Z story games to end? How many times can you retell the Z series? Keep working, keep growing and grinding, folks. I appreciate Hustle and Motivate. And my answer to that is no. Absolutely,
no.
Fuck no. All right,
some are half-assed.
So let me let's discuss. Let's have a serious conversation because people been talking about this on Twitter, and they know that I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. The simple question is no. How many times have we saved Princess Peach J-Main? For how many years?
And who hasn't complained about that?
That's not what I asked you. How many times have we saved Princess Peach?
A lot.
Okay. Why do people continue to love Mario games?
Because they're brainwashed?
No.
The game.
My answer is the series reinvents itself each time. When you had Mario's originally 2D, blah blah blah, you already know it goes into a 3D plane. The series reinvents itself. You know what I mean? It stays fresh. The same thing. The same thing with the Dragon Ball franchises. People act like the games has not changed over the years, though. The games have changed over the years. Dragon Ball Kakarot is not like any other Dragon Ball Z game I've played in the previous. It's not like Dragon Ball Sagas. It's not like Budokai Tenkaichi.
What makes it different? What makes it different?
Games.
Well, here's the thing. Budokai 3 at least told the story, even though we're still pretty much playing the same shit, right? The Buu Saga.
And Xenoverse,
we're not going farther.
It's nothing like Kakarot. Xenoverse is nothing like Kakarot. In Xenoverse, you're a time patroller where you're someone is affected the timeline. Dragon Ball Z, now you're trying to correct the timeline and fighting the bad guy. So it's like they're different, totally different games. They're totally different games.
How many times you gonna revisit the Buu Saga? You know what I'm saying? How many times you gonna revisit the Cell or Frieza Saga? You know, let's go beyond that with something.
But the thing is, how I feel about it is when we get, it's just like I want the game to be as close to the anime as possible. Until we get to that point, I'm willing to freaking buy every single fucking Dragon Ball Z game that come out.
What you mean by close to the anime, though?
Close to the anime as possible.
It's close to it, but they're still missing some key shit. Like, for example, when you do like a special move, like the enemies don't, you know, like when it's a critical special move and it kills, they don't dissolve away and die. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
There's still things that they can make the games more like the anime. You know what I mean? There's still things that
Budokai 3 was the closest.
I'm gonna
that they can make it more like that. All right, let's hear it, Alex.
I'm gonna go for a little bit and troll you. If you want it to be as close to the anime as possible,
watch the anime.
Watch the fucking anime.
I want to play. I want to play. I want to play a game.
If you want to play an anime,
okay,
then play a video game about the anime.
Yeah, exactly. And I want it to be as close to the anime as possible.
No. If you want to watch the anime.
Is what it ever.
I mean, let's be real though. For a second,
people are gonna have their straight on opinions about it. About like, okay, it's another Dragon Ball Z, and that's fine. But people like me, look, I'm gonna enjoy my shit regardless. Period.
You like DBZ? That's what you like. I like
Dragon Ball Z. Period. So
fine.
You mad that I enjoy Dragon Ball Z? Well, I'm sleeping nice and sound in
my
bed, playing my Dragon Ball Kakarot. I'm having a great time with the thing. That game needs some improvements though. Like see, even I'm already like the thing is that I already see what they could do better for the next one that they do. Like I already see things.
Oh, so they already sold you on the next game.
Yeah, like I already see what they could do.
Same story,
right?
You
know, I already see what they could do. If they could make this game. Yes.
Is it crazy that we don't have dynamic transformations where like you can actually see them like grow hair and shit like that when like doing the?
It's not even that. Like Dragon Ball real quick with Dragon Ball Kakarot, like I'm playing the game, right? And got to the point Goku gets killed by Raditz, whatever. And since we're really following the path of Goku and the storyline, I would like it to get more in depth of the series, even for like the minute things. Like when Goku was Goku had to travel obviously to King Kai's planet. How cool would it have been if Dragon Ball Kakarot had like a mini game of you on Snake Way, like traveling to King Kai's planet? Like there's little things like they can do.
Or what if Snake was actually a part of it?
You know what I mean? Like you can like travel. Like that's things that Dragon Ball fans will love to experience and stuff like that.
Remember his first training exercise? He had to catch the monkey.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if that was a mini game in Dragon Ball Kakarot. That would be so freaking ill. Like there's already ideas in my head. I'm like, yo, why didn't they not do this in this game? That like
it's either limited hardware or limited fun.
I think it's budget, really. I think it's budget. That's why we can't really get the Dragon Ball Z game that we really really
because a lot of us could contribute to it and make it like an epic Dragon Ball Z straight off your childhood.
That'd be so fucking dope,
I like certain elements of Budokai 1 because remember when Budokai 1 you had to move into the beam.
You had to do little that was so dope. That was super dope.
So what kind of game is the Dragon Ball game?
Which one?
Like what kind of genre in it? The new one.
Fighter. Should be fighter, right?
It's I want to consider a fighter. Dragon Ball Fighters is a fighter. You
Is
know
a
what
fighter.
I mean? That's
So you
that's
said
a,
it's
that's
more
a
open
real
world?
It
fighter.
was an RPG.
It's more role playing. Like what I'm enjoying about the game is the role playing aspects. You know, the sub stories and that it's telling, and just being in the world of Dragon Ball. It's pretty cool being in the open world, even though it's like hub areas. I wish it was all connected. That would be super dope if it was.
Do you think Dragon Ball lends itself to an RPG?
What do you mean?
Like, so if you want it to be as close to the anime as possible, right?
Yeah.
Do you think an RPG is like?
Oh, they have done it before. Yeah,
they
have done it before, bro. Legacy of Goku 2, Boost Fury. I've like played all of these games, like, and they have done it.
No,
before.
that's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking is, do you think the RPG genre is the right fit for Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I think the direction that they're going with Kakarot is the right direction, actually. After playing it, but there is improvements that I would like to see to make it like a much better experience.
Because
for like
it's
a
not
hardcore
turn-based,
Dragon
is
Ball
it?
fan. It's not turn-based. No, it's not turn-based.
So then, when is it? What's
pretty
the fighting
much
like?
So it kind of fights. It doesn't really play like, I wouldn't even say it plays like Xenoverse, because it doesn't. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. It doesn't really play like Xenoverse. Have you played Xenoverse before?
I've never played a Dragon Ball game.
Never played it.
Never? Not even a Budokai series?
Never played a Dragon Ball game.
Oh, wow. So you missed out on the gems, Budokai 1 through 3.
Bro, Budokai 1, yeah, and fucking Shin Budokai on the PSP. I've played them all. Supersonic Warriors.
Oh, I love the Shin Budokai on the PSP. That was the only one they got.
Real niggas know about Supersonic Warriors. Like, if you play that, then like you my brother, low key. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know what's sad? They got Gotenks' finisher, right? Right on the PSP.
I already
version.
got a whole bunch of donations from people being
so
mad.
So explain to me what. So what is that?
That I fucking like Dragon Ball games. So stay mad is okay. I'm gonna continue liking the Dragon Ball games.
So hold on, Kofi. What is the combat like?
The combat is pretty much there's enemies in the open world and stuff like that you encounter in random. You encounter them, and it plays like I don't know how to explain it. It plays like a fucking fighting game, but like plays like a little bit like Xenoverse, but the pace is not like Xenoverse though. Like that's what I think.
If this was not a Dragon Ball game, would you like it?
If it was, no, probably not. I wouldn't like it as much, no. But the thing is, it's in the world. It's in the world of Dragon Ball with the Dragon Ball characters. It's following the Dragon Ball story.
It's
like
the lore, the characters.
Yeah, the lore, the characters that make it. Obviously, if this was some random ass character, like why I wouldn't be interested. Of course. You know what I mean? The fact that it is Dragon Ball, that's why I bought the game, because it is Dragon Ball. And
so
I like
wait,
the world
do you get
Dragon
random encounters and then go in battle scene, or is it right then and there?
It's right then and there. It pretty much, if you're in the open world, the encounter a battle is right then and there.
Okay, so it doesn't go like into like a separate screen like old RPGs do.
No, it doesn't go into like a separate screen or anything like that.
Sounds like an action RPG. Okay.
All right, let me read some of these donations. Because you already know what they're gonna be like. I could tell when Soul King is fucking donating when he wants to get off his chest. Kofi, you're playing the same story over and over. I know. Tell me something I don't know. Okay, and you want something close to the anime? Watch the anime, bro. Trust me, I've watched Dragon Ball's anime. Dragon Ball, from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. I've watched the anime like hundreds of times. Like I've seen everything. I could spit back lines. That's just crazy. I know quotables of Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Soul King again, he says anime gaming community are complete suckers. Hey, if you feel like that, that's fine. BG, of course, BG, you know you want to say some shit.
Thank you
anime fan, thank you for the $2, BG. He says anime fans or the literally biggest cucks. Okay, at least speak English if you're gonna write, you know,
Get him, Kofi, get him, Kofi, get him.
91 says keep the podcast coming, I appreciate it. Rystar 94 says just beat Dragon Ball Kakarot. It was a great game though, but I would love a Naruto game like this. This to me is a great step for anime games. Yeah, Dragon Ball Kakarot is good, man. It's a great step for the Dragon Ball series, man.
It just feels like yesterday.
This is a mad DBZ donation. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sofa Spy says it would be fire to get a turn-based Dragon Ball game Think Chrono Trigger or Octopath Traveler.
I think that would be fucking cool.
That would be pretty cool. I would like
I
that.
think that would be like that's what I. That's what I like. When you
one
tell me
exists,
that,
but they're
that's what I
old.
kind of
They're
want.
old. They're old though. They exist, but they're old.
I think that would be cool as fuck because then
That's a
you
good
can
idea.
like you can do it that way, right? And you can fight like little dudes all the time. Fuck people up. I think.
Bless Red, you're literally explaining how you have zero understanding. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm enjoying Dragon Ball Kakarot. Stay mad. Stay mad.
Yo, listen, Bless Red, don't make Jack punch the camera again. Okay?
Like these guys will get into passionate ass debates about this while I'm sitting here just having I'm having a great time playing the game. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And for the person who said you wish that there's an RPG Naruto like that, bro, 360 had a super dope Naruto action like RPG open world thing going on too. I think it's called Naruto Path of a Ninja. It was actually developed by Ubisoft. That game was actually hot. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know
Wow.
if y'all play that shit, but that shit was lit, yo. Naruto Path of a Ninja. I think that's what it was called. It was really good. I enjoyed it. And Broken Bonds. It was Path of a Ninja and Broken Bonds. It was two of them. 360 exclusives. Yeah, those games were I really enjoyed those. I think it was published by Ubisoft, right? It was published by Ubisoft or some shit.
Is it backwards compatible?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I would love to revisit those games though. You pretty much had to
Ubisoft Montreal.
You pretty much had to make the village like you and stuff like that and get their approval. It was actually really dope. Yeah, but that's just my opinion on that. I'm enjoying Dragon Ball Kakarot a lot, actually. I should have impressions videos coming out soon where I'll talk about it a little bit more. There's things that I definitely see where they could have improved on that I would like, though, but it's definitely...
So how many hours do you think you put into it?
So far, I got like 11. I think I got 11 hours.
11 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 11 hours into it.
Did you beat the story or is the story still going?
Bro, I'm freaking trying to do all the sub missions and the sub stories. I just made it to Planet Namek and I'm 11 hours in the game, so I got a lot more to go. I'm probably gonna buy the fucking expansion too when that drops. How about that, guys? Stay mad. I'm gonna get that DLC. But it'll be pretty cool to see
incomplete games. Get them, Alex. No, I'm stopped.
It'll be pretty cool to see Dragon Ball game take the super approach as well. You know, even though I'm not a big Dragon Ball Super fan, but if it took the
I mean, there's so many stories they could be telling with Dragon Ball Z. Like they can tell the Goku Black story. They can go with Broly.
Cool. I would even like an old school Dragon Ball, not even a Z one.
Yeah, like do something
Ball.
unique with. You remember the one with the androids in the future, with Trunks' future, where I think Gohan has one arm. You remember that? That would be a dope one too to tell a story from.
There was a game on the Game Boy Advance called Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. Fire ass game, bro. Fire. I enjoyed that shit.
A lot of cool characters. Like they've expanded their roster ridiculously over the years with Dragon Ball Z. The roster's gotten so much. I played a lot
of Dragon Ball games. Like I'm a Dragon Ball fan. People know I'm a Dragon Ball fan stan, so I know like how's that like news to be.
Do y'all still watch the movies and whatnot? Like Golden
Frieza? Bro. I just watched I just watched Broly just not that long ago.
So let me ask you a question. Again. The whole thing with Frieza turning, in his golden form, is he like stronger than a god now? Is he a god level? What's the deal?
Nah, he will still get washed by Beerus and.
Because I'm confused. Like, dude saying that because the mystery here, right, was that he never trained. He was right. That was how it was. He never trained, and he was just naturally strong because he had different forms. Is that how it worked with Frieza?
Yeah. He never trained. Pretty much, he was just naturally strong. Yeah, and he trained.
So he never peaked.
Yeah, apparently he trained, and all of a sudden, he becomes stronger than a fucking god level. Like the story is super. Don't forget me excited because it's not an anime podcast. I don't want to bore niggas with anime stuff, but. Yeah, the story gets crazy. The story gets crazy.
Remember Cooler? I remember Cooler. A lot of people thought Cooler was stronger than. So I don't know.
The story gets crazy. I'm not gonna bore people with my Dragon Ball fandom for Dragon Ball. So, the Ravenflow says, "How about a Naughty Dog Attack on Titans?" Nobody wants to see that, dog.
I mean, supposedly they're making a sci-fi game, right? Wasn't that like one of the titles? Jack,
but no one wants to see Naughty Dog make Attack of the Titans game, man. No one
Hell no.
All right, this one's from Melamat. Melamat says, "What the fuck is going to be talked about for the next 8 months until we get some concrete shit? Nothing but rumors and speculations." Yo, Melamat, trust me, I'm tired of that shit. That's why, we're trying to stay clear of all of that. Like, you see, we haven't really been talking about specs and all that dumb shit, bro. Like, I'm done. I'm only talking about games here.
Right.
He says, shout out to Madden making Jack go old school today, and for the past few weeks. All the Xbox dudes losing their fucking mind. Sony games trash, but PC cucks stay wanting them. You hate to see it.
Oh, y'all seen that video? I think Porter
What's
Rock
really
posted
funny about that
when the girl was eating the ice cream, the little baby, and it was like a PC game or skin PlayStation exclusive. That shit had me dying.
Who's the really angry one now? The ones that are tweeting all the time about losing their exclusives and no longer.
PlayStation mans are bugging right now. They're bugging right now.
I think that's what it is. Right, I think you guys are just really upset that your little world is crumbling and you're not going to have a little plastic box to fuck anymore. And it's sad.
Jay Barry been acting different on the time.
Jay Barry, yo, he's been hurt, bro. Like him and his little PlayStation Nation guy.
I tweeted about the Horizon shit with multiplayer. He's like, it's not going to matter because I'm unsubscribing for PlayStation Plus. When can I play this on PC, though?
Bro, the funny thing, all this internet capping is going to blow over, bro. Even if Horizon comes to PC. This is just all temporary. Like these fanboys are upset about something. Like once these games start coming out, it's just gonna like people forget Xbox dudes were the exact same. Y'all like really forgot Xbox mans. Like I've seen kids move in his live streams all giddy and happy. I'm like, bro, like a couple of years back, yo, you were like kind of like crying about these games going to PC as well. A lot of Xbox guys were doing this. You know, before Game Pass was on PC, before Microsoft announced their games coming to Steam and all of that, and
yeah, it did. I think it just came back. Oh, what the fuck?
Did it crash?
Yeah, we have internet problems.
I think we're back now.
It's back. It's back.
I have no idea, but I think it went down for. I think people will get over it. Like to be honest, like I still have full plans on buying a PlayStation because I know Sony's not 100% committed, so I'm gonna need a PlayStation regardless.
Yep.
The day that they're 100% committed, day and date, that's the day I don't buy a console. That's the day I don't buy a console. But for me personally, I still want to play these games when they come out. I'm not gonna be waiting a year or two to play certain games, and I think people are going a little overboard right now. So I know there's rumors that The Last of Us may be coming to PC because of a LinkedIn post. You know, PlayStation guys are dumpster diving like Dr. Trey now to see what's going on with their studios. Amen. And they found a job listing for like
it's like experience with AMD.
Yeah, they found
AMD.
Yeah, and people are like, why do you need that? But like I didn't even really tweet about it and talk about it. I feel like it's just I don't want to talk about no rumors. But I will say this, if PlayStation is gonna go with this future, they should talk about it though. I don't think it's something that they should keep quiet. I think they should talk about it maybe during their PlayStation meeting. This is their direction and this is what they want to do. But the day that they do
I don't think they should. I don't think they should talk about it.
The day that they do announce Horizon coming to PC, I think that's pretty much a real telling sign how they're going to be moving. Like I said, if they're okay with that coming to PC, they're okay with other games coming to PC as well. You know what I mean?
I think their PC announcement should be nothing but blog posts. That's it.
Really?
Yep. Put them on blog posts because the people who care about that shit, they're gonna find it, and they're still in the business of selling consoles, so they want to have as many people as possible still buy the consoles, and then the people who care about stuff going to PC, they'll find out, they'll know, and they'll pick it up.
I mean, I could see that, but I could also see just being able to sell to as many people as they
they should be but they should be just transparent though. Like they should just be transparent.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't deserve them. Also in the chat,
you don't deserve these exclusives. No.
Why does Alex hate Sony?
Like, you don't get to play nothing.
If you can't,
deserve it.
If you can't tell when I'm being sarcastic and when I'm being honest, and you're a fuck boy, you need to get your shit together.
Jeez,
Jesus Christ! Oh, what is that? Sony.
You can't touch my games.
You don't touch my games. You don't touch my games. They're my games. You can't touch my games.
This long.
You can't touch my video games. They're my games. You just Sony games.
All right, but how do you guys feel about Horizon Zero Dawn 2 having multiplayer?
I would love it.
I would love that. Where do you think they can go with this, Jack? Do you have any ideas? I'm trying to think how it's gonna play. Like,
what for their games on PC? Their strategy?
No. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, since it's rumored to have like multiplayer or something.
Okay.
What kind of ideas do you think?
Originally, Horizon, if y'all don't know this, originally it was supposed to be a co-op game. I'm glad they didn't do that. This is my thing, and I feel this way about every game. Co-op makes the story worse. But Horizon, I don't know if it really fuck up the story in that game. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's kind of. I don't know. I can see them doing like some co-op.
Doesn't feel
type
necessary,
shit.
does it? It feels like God of War having where it's not necessary.
It's necessary, but it's like I don't know. I don't know if it'll fuck up the story now that I'm thinking about it.
I
but,
doubt
So
it.
what do you think in co-op in terms of just taking down like shit like rock breakers, like big boss type of
it's gonna
Like
be pretty much
Monster
that.
Hunter,
Horizon will
like
go
Monster
up,
Hunter too. Taking
Yeah,
down,
it's gonna be
tracking
like
down
Monster Hunter,
machines,
pretty much.
taking them
think
down,
they would
shit
do
like
that,
that.
like co-op story mode, the whole story type of thing. Maybe.
I don't know if I like that though.
See, that's the thing too. Like there's a lot of questions you got to ask there too. Because remember leveling up and all that shit too. But as well, how do you really balance?
Because it can't really be no PvP type shit. Well,
It can't be. Yeah, it really can't be. Like nobody wants no battle royale shit.
Well, because it's
Like,
gonna be you versus the machines at the same time, though. Like what? I don't know.
What,
I
battle
think they could do something not related to the story, or have its own separate co-op story missions where you taking down the machines and shit like that. You going on missions for other NPCs with your friends, taking down the machines, getting loot,
Yeah, I
stuff like that.
I think co-op would work. PvP, I wonder how that's gonna work, like a PvP Horizon,
Right?
Because I'm just thinking about how the game plays with the bow and arrow. It doesn't seem like it would be a much
Most
of
of
a
the
fun
weapons
game.
are for like
You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it would be a fun PvP game.
Right. It's
What
not
if
like
Because it's like
battle
so
royale,
slow,
like
it's so
live-
slow
yeah.
and shit.
Well, what if they did what they're doing in Doom Eternal? The people you play against are the monsters, and then you play as an Aloy or someone like that.
That's
I'm
gonna
not a
be
fan of that shit.
I can hear
I'm
your
not a-
balancing issues. Hey,
Oh,
you're
if the
a mech.
people was the machines.
Yeah.
They play some
Nah, hell
I'm
no.
not a
Some
fan of that
asynchronous
shit.
type shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of that shit.
Hey,
I'm
man.
good on that.
You never know.
These
I don't want
machines will
that.
fuck you up though, unless you
That,
got
that Doom Eternal multiplayer, I do not want.
It sounds good on paper, right?
It does not sound good at all.
No, that might sound good on paper for some people. Like for example, you playing as Jason in that damn Friday the 13th game, but that shit, the game was doing.
I mean, how about something similar to say like that Left 4 Dead style of co-op where you have to cooperate with other people, and it's difficult to survive on your own. So
I get that.
Like, I think that could be something that could be
Like a wave-based type co-op thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think for Horizon, just co-op going through the story, or like jump in. What do they call it? Drop in co-op. I think that's probably the best thing you could do if you want to online.
I don't think they should do anything with the story co-op.
Yeah, because that might
leave that
fuck
single
it up,
player.
bro.
You
That's
leave
gonna
that
fuck
single
it up.
player.
All right,
And you just make some separate stuff.
what would the
In
co-op?
Horizon-
So J-Man, what would the co-op mode be then? What do you mean by co-op then?
Like machine hunting, you have your set of missions with different NPCs that you come across, and you track down the machines, you hunt them down, take them down, and you return them for like loot rewards and stuff like that.
It shouldn't interfere with the main story though. I think that.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can tell side stories like that. Like I remember like one Horizon mission where they first came across the big shit, and it was like a whole legend about this machine terrorizing the village and stuff like that. Anybody who tried to go take it down, they didn't come back.
Yeah.
So like a
And
monster.
then you
pretty
gotta
much,
go out and take it down, and you bring it back.
Yeah, I
You know
can
what I
see
mean?
that.
That'd
Stuff
be cool.
that.
Like legendary machines. Like yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do like a bunch of like quests around it as like a co-op thing, and you take down the big monster, and you get
Right.
I'd be with that.
And that would be
I would
level
be
based
really cool
too.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
If they did something like that, that'd be really cool because you don't play as Aloy, but you play as like the villagers, and they all come together to.
Right. Like it takes you
Yeah.
to different
And
time.
even the
you play as a
dungeons.
different character.
The dungeons. So I think they call them cauldrons
Yeah,
in
the cauldrons.
Horizons.
Yeah.
You can do those co-op too, and have like these different style machines at the end.
Are there different
They
factions?
could go
of
back to the first
tribes?
civilization though. 'Cause
Yeah,
Are there
first
different tribes?
civilization
Yes. Yep.
So then you could even like join a faction of a tribe and like do online multiplayer where you start leveling up your factions, and then who has the better tribe out of the 3 or 4 or whatever. And
Yeah.
the more hunts you do in your tribe, the better your skills are, and then the more you get.
Or even
It-
have
it
that
is
like an
really
online base too,
And have that like
It's
an online, or
yeah.
that you can have
Yeah.
that like, as like a meta game, right?
Yep.
To where like
Yeah.
every tribe does different things, and each week different tribes get different levels and stuff like that. That'd
Yep.
be cool.
You gotta
Do you
like
think
commit
they'll
to a
explore
certain tribe at the
on,
beginning.
Yeah,
Aloy's
that's not a bad
mom?
idea.
Do you think they'll explore more on Aloy's mom? Like I don't know, going back in time type of thing.
I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
I don't think so. I don't.
Just the story. I'm talking about story. Get more.
Well, the way they
context for the
kinda
mom,
did
because we don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
No,
I think if you're gonna do co-op, it needs to be light on story so that like if someone doesn't have people to play with, it's not like they're really missing out on anything. It needs to be really light on story.
Yeah.
And I would even say I know people hate BioWare now, but back in the day, like, well, not back all the way back in the day, but take like the original Mass Effect trilogy and some of the Dragon Age games, they added co-op on, and it wasn't like Commander Shepard or your actual main characters in the Dragon Age story, but like other characters that you could like create yourself. And they would be like, say, a part of your army or a part of your group, and then they would do these co-op missions on their own, and it was pretty interesting. But it wasn't like, it didn't affect the main story at all, and I think that's something they could do.
All right. This one we got a super chat from Shawan. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He says. This one for Jack Move. I'm still in tears over Phil Juggernaut Head.
Juggernaut Head.
Hey, yo.
He do got a big ass head though.
He definitely do that motherfucker. Goddamn.
I don't think he's got a big head. I think he's just got a really full face. Like his cheeks match his jawline in a straight line.
His forehead big as shit though, yo.
Yo, have y'all seen that video going around on Twitter of like the guy having the blockhead? The block.
Yeah. Well, when you look at the camera, you can't see his ears. Like a Minecraft character.
He looks like a last gen character, like a last gen NPC.
Yeah, I think
y'all talking about the dude who looks
OBJ
like one of those people from Spider-Man, you know? On
I think OBJ said he looks like one of the boat people, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, that dude.
What did he say, Kofi?
He says he looks like one of Spider-Man's boat people, yo. Like,
yo.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, yo, that's pretty much all the topics that we have for this week. Yo, it's been a pretty quiet week. Well,
PlayStation fans just gotta relax on multiplayer games potentially coming to the first party single player games. These developers can do more than just make single player games.
I think I seen you and BG. I seen you and BG.
You're right. You're saying all this. Lock all your doors and windows, as you're saying.
Nah, because I was just reading the comments for that IGN post, and everybody's like, "Why would they do that? It doesn't make sense, or it would ruin the single player." Like, why does it have to ruin the single player for them to add multiplayer to it? Like, I'm like, even if you think of like budgeting wise, like Horizon sold over 10 million copies. That game made back buku money and way more than it was made for the first one. And they're gonna have fucking a blank check to make the sequel. So the single player is gonna be fine. They just hire another team and make the multiplayer portion, and it's gonna be all right.
I just don't understand where all that comes from. Like this argument. Like, I can understand like back in the old generation where multiplayer was tacked on and it felt lifeless. And it didn't impact the single player, but it was like an unnecessary thing where they could have put more energy into the single player instead to like clean up a couple of things. But we are in a whole different generation where multiplayer is still tacked on in some aspect, but it's much more cleaned up and a little bit more refined than we had back in the 360 PS3 era. So cool your jets, fucking chill. We don't even know if the game's going to be announced yet. Calm down. It's not that serious.
Yeah, it's just people don't want these single player games to like dwindle in quality. I'm guessing that's what they're afraid of. And you know, PlayStation guys are like pretty much groomed to groomed for single player games now, you know?
Yeah, here's a topic in the show. I don't know if you want to take this for what it is, but Hip Hop Gamer just confirmed Sony is acquiring Kojima Productions.
Yes.
The thing is,
the fucking podcast.
The most reliable
bullshit, man.
Yeah, the thing is, like, that could possibly happen, like, but the source is, I you know what I mean? Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer, but you know what I mean?
Oh man! Every time I think of Hip Hop Gamer, I think of that dusty ass belt that he was holding up at the E3 conference when they announced Fight.
Every time I think about Hip Hop Gamer, I think about cheating in Cuphead.
Oh shit!
That video was wild. That stream was wild when he was streaming Cuphead like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast. Shout out to everyone coming through. We really appreciate it. Shout out to all the super chat. Shout out to all our Patreons. So like I said, slow week. Hopefully by next week we have some news, man. Because it's dry out here when it comes to these gaming things. Everything's just delayed. That's it. Everything's just delayed. Period. But we're gonna go ahead.
That's been the biggest news. Delays.
We're gonna go ahead and do the outros for our guests first. I appreciate them coming by. We're gonna start off with BitCloud.
Yeah, appreciate the invite, man. First time, it was definitely awesome. Good to talk to all of you. Jack, always a pleasure. Alex, always a pleasure. And of course, Slow-Mo. First time talking to G-Man. Good to officially talk to you. So it was definitely
sir.
good insight. And thanks again, Kofi. I do appreciate it.
I gotta do
Everybody in the
this.
chat.
Pop.
Appreciate everybody. If you guys enjoyed the show, hit that like button. Definitely.
Yeah, thanks for pulling up on bit. Slow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, same here. Thanks for inviting me. I definitely appreciate it. I love the conversations. I enjoy listening to you guys on my Thursday nights anyway. So like I like the banter, especially when you guys get a little lively. It reminds me of Scumcast sometimes. So I feel like I'm at home.
Now, more control of the Scumcast, I'll say.
Oh yeah, a little bit more. Like Scumcast may get a little wild sometimes, but yeah, you know.
So do you guys? Okay,
RGT is definitely gonna be interesting tomorrow. For sure.
What is the nickname for the fans of the Scumcast? Is it
Scum?
Luke, what was it?
You're all scum.
So what about like
bags?
Like was it Scum Guzzlers or something?
No, that's that nonsense that Luca been trying to like push. No one co-signs that. We don't know.
Tell me what it's called.
Like she says,
I won't even say it. I'm not saying it. Ain't no scum. What you use it?
She says
it's like
she's dashing vodka. She
Scum
claims we call it
Guzzlers,
that.
right? Is that what it is? Scum Guzzlers?
Nah. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's not the name. That's not the name.
Is that it?
No.
You scared me, Alex. Scared me.
Her crew, she calls it the Spectres for the most part, but then every now and then she's like, yeah, we're the Scum Guzzlers, and then like it's like the silence, and then everyone's just like, nah, Luca, cut that out.
What if you did like one of the chats said Scum Buckets? I like that one.
So who guzzling scum? What's going on?
Guzzling Scum.
I don't know about that.
Alex enjoying this a little too much.
Right.
How tall is Luca, by the way?
Luca is 4'2".
So she's a center.
What the fuck?
She's a
She's 4'11". She's 4'11".
I keep her in a shoebox. She's very tiny.
They did mocap her and grounded, but yeah, she's 4'11".
That's a good one.
Hey yo,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Do y'all know what?
That's a good one, man. I
Do y'all
can't.
know anybody like below the height of like 5'2" is?
Yo, grounded should be the benchmark for short jokes. Yo, you know what I mean?
oh, I gotta hit Tick with one of those. Like,
We gotta hit Tick. Yeah, we gotta hit Tick with one of those. We gotta hit What's my man's name, man? I haven't talked to him in a long time. God for short, man. What's the name?
Oh, you talking about fucking game inspection?
There we go. Game inspection. We gotta hit game inspection with that as well. A couple of other short people, man. But Slow, thanks for pulling up, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely, man. Thank you, and thanks to chat. It was great show, man.
He said, "I bet she has meaty ass ankles."
Yo.
Oh, come on now.
He ain't gonna roast Luke.
Damn, Sloan, you can't escape the ankle shit. Oh,
Damn.
oh
my god.
Jack,
so you say she got kinkles?
Jack, go ahead and do your outro, dog. We can get out of here,
y'all
man.
sick in the head, man. But appreciate y'all for watching. Sorry about being such a negative Nelly, man. Gaming just got me in a weird place right now, man. I need something to cheer me up, dog.
Jack,
Don't worry, bro. We'll
Jack,
get to that PS5 reveal. You back to the.
Yeah,
I think I might be back. Hey, I might be high stepping then. I don't know, dog.
Yo, Jack.
Nah,
how about this? How about it turns out Horizon isn't coming to PC and PlayStation ain't doing none of that shit. How about will you be back?
I think I'll be back.
You be back?
I'll be back, man. I think I'll be good then, man.
Well, that ain't happening.
Giddy up will return as soon as you.
Oh man. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Mixer, Jack Move Johnny. Y'all know how to get in touch with me, man. And appreciate y'all for watching.
Alex.
Tomorrow night is more Doom classic 1990 Doom, old school,
all the way back.
Birthday stream. So be on there on my YouTube channel.
Start to finish, or are you going half-ass?
I'm halfway done with it, so we'll finish it tomorrow night.
Okay.
And then we do Doom 2, then Doom 3, then Doom 2016.
Oh,
do Doom Eternal, baby. And then Doom 64. So we're doing all of them.
When's Doom Eternal dropping again?
March.
Okay.
So we got time. And then after that, it's Splinter Cell, the whole series after that. And then, but just come out to the channel, enjoy the streams. and just have fun. Just so you know, don't get butthurt. I don't hate Sony. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get your butthole tightened up. It's fine.
It
You
says
can
in your bio that you're
relax.
Sony, sir.
It's okay. Let me in. I'll go slow in the beginning, and then you'll come on down to the channel. Have a good time, and we'll see you there.
J-May.
All right. Good show. Appreciate Big Cloud, Slow Mo for pulling up on us. Y'all make sure you follow those dudes, man. Definitely. And hit that like button, share out the stream, and follow me on Twitter at jmain518. We'll catch y'all next week.
All right, guys, that's it. That's another week, another podcast. Off the Record is on Tuesday. So make sure you guys check out the Press Start Podcast Patreon and be a part of that, man. Our second podcast is really fun, really dope. Like I said, once again, if you do not listen to the latest episode of Off the Record, if you do not enjoy it, sign up for $1. I'll refund your money back if you did not enjoy that latest episode of Off the Record. We're having another one this Tuesday, so look forward to that. And we out of here, man. I hope everyone has a blessed night. Take it easy, people. I'm about to go play Dragon Ball Kakarot, and I'm about to have a great time.
Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all see the chat?